Man, it has been a long year, starting way back in April in the AX side, outdoors in MX, now in SX. It's kind of that somber moment, buddy. It's coming to an end.
It was bittersweet, and like we talked about all day, there's 4 championships up on the line here. Obviously, Dylan Wright locked up that Triple Crown back before we started Supercross. Now we got Phil Nicoletti. He's got a massive lead. He needs to just get out there in the main event and finish, and he'll be good to go. But this SX points and the 250 and 450, there's Cole Thompson and Dylan Wright looking to nip the 2 red-plated guys, Phil Nicoletti and Luke Rensland, in the butt and take that win.
Everything on Cade Clayson. He's only 4 points back of Phil Nicoletti as well. So we could possibly be crowning 4 different names here tonight. So it's going to be very busy once we get to those podiums. The facility here in the First Ontario is such a great way to end it. And I feel like everybody's they're excited to end it, but they're also going to miss everything. How are you feeling about that?
It's a perfect ending. We're right in the middle of Hamilton, the heart of Hamilton. There's so much going on. There's so many good eateries around here. The hotel's attached to the venue. It's just a great vibe and a lot of championships. I think the energy's great. It's a bummer that we got to end tonight.
I feel like your hair's going to end somewhere tonight. I don't know where it's going right now. For Ryan Gall, Kyle Thompson, let's get the show underway. It is time for the final round of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series live on Fox. Supercross Tour now.
Shortly, just stand by. Three, 2, and 1.
Welcome everybody inside the First Ontario Centre in downtown Hamilton, where you're looking at right there for round number 3 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series Supercross Tour, or the 15th Rockstar Energy Triple Crown race here in the AX, MX, and SX. Ryan Gall and Kyle Thompson in the booth, man. Kyle, it is that somber time of year where we're coming to an end. Everything's closing out. We're about to give away $100,000 for the Rockstar Triple Crown, and we finish it here in downtown Hamilton inside the First Ontario Centre. A great way to end it, like you said at the opening of the show.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, like I said, and it's just getting the opening ceremonies done here, but lots of action ahead of us. Lots of things to look forward to. We got started with the 250 heat races and see who qualifies best there. We've seen the earlier practice times there. We had Tyler Medaglia take that top time again.
Yes, that's
Tyler.
Yeah,
what I noticed about Tyler is when he's on, he'll jump out early in practice and try to be the man, and then he gets a fast lap.
He does that all the time. Like he's like does an extra start when Kanger gives the flag on that.
Yeah, he gets out front, and you can see on camera there Tyler and Phil Nicoletti sitting there waiting for the national anthems to be done here and ready to do battle. But in the 450 class, actually Cole Thompson taking that top time, sneaking by Matt Gerke right near the end of that practice.
Yep.
So really tight times out there. These guys are all within 1 second of each other.
Yeah, 100%. And we get that. Of course, when you look at home, sometimes this isn't, say, what they call the traditional Supercross, but what it is sort of a hybrid version of it. And it's very cool tonight. The fans at home, you're going to see something that has never been done before in our series. Maybe a little bit last year, but here we are actually leaving right outside underneath our stadium here, exactly where we're standing in our booth. And then the boys come back in and hit the super cool triple intersection. And we saw a lot of riders really washing the front wheel. So there could be a lot of action involved in that. And we've got great camera work going to be happening inside that thing. So it's kind of a little addition to the mix of what is going to go on here this evening. Like you said, we could possibly have 4 different names that we're crowning tonight as far as champions. Dylan Wright is already your Rockstar Triple Crown champion in the 250 class, so that one is done, but we still got so much business. I feel like when I get down to the podium, I'm going to be running around like the chicken with its head cut off, because it's going to be so much going on as we're looking at lovely D-Wise doing a great rendition of the American anthem. Obviously, the Canadian coming up next, and then we'll get into those heat races, as you alluded to, Kyle. And like I said, going through the pits today, everybody's kind of quiet. They're sort of, they're excited, I think, and, kind of get it going in racing, but not a lot of real chat about what's happening. Like, Luke Rensland could wrap up that title and sort of put that pedestal back up there for the MX 101 team, which we know is they're elite. They're not happy. They're not happy right now.
And they went through a time, obviously early on in the MX 101 career of the team, where they were battling and talking to team manager. They were happy with podiums, but then after you know, years of winning championships, you know, Kevin Tyler as a team manager is like, man, we're not happy unless we're winning. And talking to him this week, you know, talking about career numbers, obviously Luke's already got that career number locked up. And in talks like, hey, what number is he going to pick? He's like, well, we're going to win this championship and get a single digit. So it's not that maybe we'll win this championship or what if we win this championship. We're going to win this one. We're going to get a single digit, and we'll let you know.
And he qualified third today, right within the realm of it. Like we said, the times are very, very close. One thing I feel like we might have a difficulty tonight here is these guys kind of transitioning or taking chances to make that pass. A lot of inside lines during their practice and qualifying today. It's really, I feel like tonight could be a very aggressive scene for racing. I mean, in the tight confines, we know that. We saw it last week in Quebec. We saw it in Montreal as well. So I feel like tonight, though, could get a little bit tighter because the guy in the lead's really got to hug those lines, and there is options for these riders to do a triple in that rhythm section or maybe push them wide as they come back out from underneath the building here. So the guys with those aggressive elbows, I felt like a couple guys were sharpening them up, you know?
Sharpening
up the elbows there in the pits.
But you're exactly right. It's going to be aggressive, and you're going to get guys that are going to get pushed out of the way and to make that move and go forward. And it's crunch time, right? We're very close, and the lights come on here. We're very close in points. For the 450, we've talked about it a lot this week. 2 points back is Cole Thompson from Phil Nicoletti, who's got the red plates. 4 points back is the friendly American, Cade Clayson.
Yeah.
Love to see that guy do good. And then 7 points behind that, Matt Gerke, always a threat, very good in the indoors, a whoop specialist.
Yes.
So watch for that guy. But right now, we got the 250s out there.
250 heat getting ready to go. There's Team PRMX Logan Carno. Beside him, Dylan Wright, Tanner Ward, Matthias Jorgensen. I believe that's Gilliam St. Cyr, Weston Rosina, Kyle Dillon. And down on the line, I can't see those numbers just as it stands right there. I think it's Weston Rosina, maybe Fahey over there as well. So this is another stacked heat. The boys to keep an eye on, Tanner Ward, Dylan Wright. They're pretty good at this stuff. They like this indoor stuff. But again, it's just a heat race. So they just want to get through it.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out before we start this heat race, Team PRMX sitting third, fourth, and fifth. We have Logan Carno sitting 10 points behind the lead. Jorgensen and Rosina both 11 points behind. It looks like a dead spot for those guys to hit a podium for PRMX, which is huge for that privateer team. But I'm kind of rooting for Weston Rosina. A rocky start to his career, but this could be like something that jumps up in his resume and maybe gets him a better ride moving forward.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that right there. So Weston Rosina, a young gun out of Ontario. But yeah, Team PRMX has, I was actually making fun today. We were talking with Julian, the team owner. He's like, hey, man, if I didn't show up, we wouldn't have anybody on the gate. So he's got a great stack of riders right there. Looking at one of them, Logan Carno, who finished third in the series here last year behind Pettis behind Pettis and Moffenbauer. So he knows what it is. As we got the 30 board, this guy, the lovely Rockstar Energy Girl Stella, ready to go here. This is heat number 1. This is an 8-lap heat race here. And again, it's just for that gate position. Of course, we have 12 gates on the front row and then 3 in the back to take 15 total into that main event. Paul Kingsley, head referee of the MRC, right there, getting ready to tell Stella the board is to 5. The arms are twisted. The revs are going to start to get up. Who's going to grab that first? RotoScribbity.com whole shot of the night here in the First Ontario Center, downtown Hamilton. The gate is Tanner Ward and Jorgensen. Tanner Ward. Dylan Wright sneaking up the inside. Playing it there, but there it is. A Red Bull Factory Thor KTM ride. Tanner Ward coming in front, Kyle. And there it is, the head underneath. Look at this. This is a great shot.
Look at this, right underneath here. Look at a couple PRMX bikes. 3 PRMX bikes in a row there. 4 of them, sorry. All those guys up there. Even Cameron Rosina, the young Rosina, just hit the tail end of that. We got Quinn Amiot on camera right now there.
All right, so Ward leading, then Wright, then Carno, and then Jorgensen. So the top sort of hitters getting right into that spot where they want to be. Now, Tanner Ward started 3 in from that gate right now. He got that whole shot. I feel like he got the gate. You can go anywhere here tonight. And then also, not necessarily winning is so real important for that choice, but it's always good for the confidence guy.
Yeah, and right now, Tanner Ward has been here these first couple laps as he gets around. He's got a little bit of a room there behind the Triple Crown champion from this year, Dylan Wright.
All right, so Honda Canada GDR Fox Triple Crown champion Dylan Wright sitting in that second spot in this heat race. He is second spot right now in the championship in the SX Tour side. Whoa, Tanner Ward tripling. Nobody doing that in practice today, so keep an eye on Tanner Ward pulling the trigger on that triple. And like you said, he stretched it out there, got himself about 2 or 3 bike lengths on Dylan Wright.
Yeah, very tight as they triple back into the infield here. And Tanner Ward, yeah, trying that out. We've seen that guy, the 450 riders, Matt Gerke and Phil Nicoletti getting that triple. But on the 250, a little bit of a stretch, Tanner Ward. And now he's got 8 coming from number 19.
Yeah, here he comes, Dylan Wright, our MX and SX champion right now, trying to get himself into Yeah, the main event. He's in a good spot now, but he wants that win. It's all about confidence and mind games here. And man, he's really closing in. He closed in 3 bike legs on that lap. So Dylan Wright definitely the fastest rider on track.
Yeah, so Dylan Wright really closing up on the backside of Tanner Ward. Tanner's got to look forward here, try to set the tone. A number 1 gate pick will be huge. Look at this.
Wow. Whoa, Dylan Rowe.
Oh, no, Tanner.
Wow. Tanner
he
Ward
jumps
doing a
in there.
transfer. What a smart move by that young kid to transfer. That was crazy, Kyle.
Nice move there. Smooth line to stay in position there. And now he's got Logan Carno, very good indoor rider right behind him. He won the Quebec Series a couple years ago here at the regional level.
Tell me what it is about Tanner Ward. He keeps getting these good starts, gets up front, and then is it an arm pump thing? Is it a tightness? Because, man, he's got the skills to be there, but all of a sudden he just kind of doesn't be able to hang on to that front runner.
Yeah, so Tanner Ward, he gets great starts, and that puts him in great position for overalls here. But look at Logan Carno sneaking up there. I don't know what it is, if nerves take over, but he rides the first 2 laps really strong, and then he starts making little mistakes that cost him time.
Oh, no, he's on the bails again.
Oh, he stalled it there.
Gets the bails. Look at that. The staff, Taylor Ciabattini getting the bail out of there for the rest of the riders.
Wow.
Great job, Ward. And here comes Jorgensen now. So Tanner Ward having a lap and a half that he liked to forget right there.
Yeah, just these mistakes called. You creep up on him. You can't make it when all these guys are very similar in speed. So Carno getting through the whoops there in second. He's lost touch. It looks like Dylan Wright has got a good 5 seconds on the rest of the field.
All right, so Honda Canada GDR Fox rider Dylan Wright up in the lead right now. Out underneath the stadium, back in to the front of the pack. Now we're watching Tanner Ward and Jorgensen kind of battle. Tanner Ward sitting in that 3rd spot. Carno just ahead right now as they come back into the building. Tanner Ward gonna grab one more lap to go for 3rd spot. Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racing rider Tanner Ward, but Dylan Wright look at this. He's going to search now.
Yeah.
Taking a look at it just in case he knows he's got Renzland and Medags coming up in that next race. The guy said he's going to be battling here tonight for that victory.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It looks like an outside triple. It might be good if you have a little bit of room to get up over that triple, but there you go. Dylan Wright, nice whip over the finish line, taking that win.
All right, that's what you want to do for a rider that did not have a great round in Quebec. A lot of mistakes. We did an interview that we'll sit and talk to Dylan a little bit later on about that, and I'll tell you what, that's a great way to rebound. And we talked about it today, I don't want to ruin that interview, but a great way to rebound. Look at this team manager, Derek Schuster right now, getting himself a little bit of love from that rider. A nice moment. What do you think you're talking about right now?
Just talking about lines, is pointing over there, hey, this is quicker, this is slower, but great ride all around. And that's what he needs to jumpstart after a bad race. His worst race of the year was last weekend in Quebec City. He finished 9th. Prior to that was round 1, Abbotsford, where he's finished 7th.
Yes, exactly. All right, so he coming up, trying to bounce back after that one there. So he's got 7 points to make up. That means Luke Renzland needs to get a 4th, at least a 4th tonight, and then it would come down to whoever got more wins. Neither one of them got a win right now.
Well,
right?
no, sorry, Dylan won Montreal. Yes.
Renzland. Yeah, sorry, Dylan Wright won Montreal with the overall points. That's right. So
Renzland got a second.
If that was a tie, then it would go to Dylan Wright, depending on how it went right. So, again, I love it. I love that. I hope that happens tonight. Eh? I figure those points right there will make your hair flock up a little bit more.
Get your brain buzzing.
Get my brain. I'll be sweating.
Oh,
I'll be sweating. And you'll be poking the bear on me because you know I'll be sweating right there. Dylan Wright doing his interview down on the podium right now to the house here. When we look at the starting gate for heat number 2, we got Luke Renzland, our red plate holder with that 6D helmet, American flag on there. Beside him, the fill-in for the injured Jess Pettis. Dakota Alex right there getting those wrists. You know what? I kind of forgot about Dakota Alex as well. He got 3rd in Quebec City, so he could definitely be a guy to maybe kind of get in there and mess up those points.
Yeah, it's a good field there. And Tyler Medaglia, like I said, ever since he had that little incident in Montreal, which is a real bummer because he would have been a threat for this championship. But maybe going into Quebec City, no stress of the championship. He went out there and won that main event. Obviously got a little gift from Luke Renzland, who's leading that. But still, Tyler's been riding the best he has all year, I feel like. And maybe the stress of the championship has gone off and he's going to ride his own race.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point right there. These guys always find a little bit of pressure somewhere. And yeah, like maybe that is. He doesn't really have a chance to win it. So now he can just kind of do his thing and showcase the talent and skill that he has. And he sure did that in Quebec City for sure. A little bit of luck like you alluded to there. But here we go. Heat number 2. We got Renzland. We got Alex. Dakota Alex there. Tyler Medaglia, Monster Energy Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki. Tyler Gibbs, very impressive today. Qualified where did he end up finishing? I think 7th. That's right.
Where?
7th
Really?
place. So he looked very, as you like to say, I use the word spicy, but I said saucy when I put a tweet today. I said saucy. He looked very saucy and comfy out there, and I feel like he could be not a spoiler. I don't think he could win.
A little tidbit, talking to Tyler, he was here yesterday scouting of the track. Tyler Gibbs and Davey Fraser are 1 point apart in the Triple Crown Series, I believe, for top 10.
Wow.
Tyler Gibbs, a rookie, with Davey Fraser, the old veteran.
The vet guy. Yeah.
1 point apart. Tyler Gibbs is going. His main concern is to beat Davey tonight and get that top 10.
I like it. Okay, cool. Well, Tyler and Davey Fraser will have to keep on that sort of outside battle, outside of those guys battling for that podium right there. But there it is, the red plate. The first time the red plate has been on the MX 101 bike all year long.
So there we go. 248. What do we got? 248 there.
That's Travis Delnicki. Jack Wright there, the 41. Davey Fraser, 11. Marco Canella, 46. Jamie Powell right there, the 5.62. Duncan McLeod, and then Christopher Silva all the way up against the wall right there.
Marco Canella out there.
Yeah, Canella back.
Last weekend, right. He had poison ivy really bad.
Is that what it ended up being? No, I never ended up seeing it.
Brutal photos, and yeah, all up his arms. He would have been hell to ride with this all the way up the arms, the arm pump going, whatnot. But we're ready to go
here.
Have
a tomato sauce bath with that? No, let's get hit by a skunk.
That's a skunk. Close.
I don't know my ointments. I don't know my ointments and my fixes. So here we go. Heat number 2. The revs are up. Who's going to grab that rotorstream.com whole shot? The heat is coming out on the 94.
Oh, looks like Dakota Alex.
Oh, no, Fraser from the outside. Is he going to be able to hang on to it? And he does. Look at this.
Wow, Davey, nice start. Look at that. Medaglia jumping that triple into second.
Oh, did he hang on it? No, he did hang on it. Wow, they're banging underneath the tunnel right there. That is tight in the back. There's not a lot of room.
Yeah, you got to.
Davey Fraser, Carlson Racing, Husqvarna, and FXR are going to grab the green flag, Kyle.
Wow, awesome. Look at Tyler being aggressive early on. He almost messed up Dakota Alex there coming to that corner.
That's a sharp corner to take on the very first lap, knowing guys are like that. Dakota not aware. For sure, wasn't ready for that, but luckily he got on them brakes and that KTM, the Brembo's locked up. But look at Davey Fraser right now. He looks comfy. He's actually pulled a bit of a gap already here in lap 1, Kyle.
Yeah, so look at this. Tyler, knowing that his East Coast journeyman there, Davey Fraser, he's got to get around him and kind of create a gap. He can use Davey as a little bit of a filter for the rest of the guys to come through.
All right, so Davey Fraser, Carlson Racing Husky, Tyler Medaglia, Monster Energy, Alpine Star, Pillars, Kawasaki, right up the rear end of Davey Fraser right now, going after the lead here. Tyler wants it. He's feeling the flow. He's feeling the they're all dabbing the feet. Here comes Renzland. Factory Red Bull KTM, they're going to bang bears. Oh, my God, it is tight, Kyle. It is tight.
Wow, these guys are going. Davey kind of holding his own here, and a couple of Americans here nipping at each other's heels, trying to get by there, and it's all about that gate pick for that main event, Goldie. Look at this. Here he goes.
Tyler going to push it in there. No, Davey Fraser going to hang on for the time being. Tyler shuts the door. What a veteran move right there. And look at this. Renzland going to try to slingshot up on Alex, and he's going to grab the spot.
Wow.
2 passes and 1 turn. What did I say at the start of the show? There's going to be no passing. Who's the idiot in the booth?
There we go. So, Goldie, they make it to the pass. Look at Renzland being very aggressive on Fraser. Oh, getting really spicy up.
Did he get him? No, he didn't quite get him. And Renzland is right there. He's pushing hard. He is trying to push the East Coast vet out of the way right now. Wow. Is he going to slingshot the inside? Yes, he is.
Oh!
Putting Fraser down. Fraser needs to shut that door right now. And here comes Alex. He's going to try to get by Fraser.
Yeah, he's going to slingshot around him. And look at that. A nice move by Dakota Alex.
That's a great setup position right there, Kyle. The whoops, that outside line didn't get really used that much in that time qualifier. But in racing, it can definitely happen. And look at this. Here comes Renzland. He is spicing it up.
Yeah. There you go, Renzland going to track down Tyler Medaglia, get that top spot. That red number plate looks really good on that MX 101 bike. We've seen a lot of it last year with Jess Pettis. This is the first time we've seen it this year.
It does look shiny and bright and red and ready to rock, and Luke Renzland is carrying it well as he's trying to chase down Tyler Medaglia leading right now, but Luke Renzland on that Royal Distributing FXR Yamaha MX 101 ride right now, carrying the flag with the red plate, does he need to win this heat race, Cal, or is second good enough?
I think second's good enough, and it's going to give him either a third or fourth gate pick, depending on lap times going into that main event. But third or fourth gate pick with these guys, I think he can make out all right. Tyler Medaglia, it's all about a confidence thing for him. He knows that he had that big, that little get off there. Luke Renzland gave him that spot just off camera there. You see Tyler actually on camera there. Yeah. Tyler Gibbs getting his bike pushed off.
They're coming into that. Yeah, they're coming into that section now. Our leaders are coming into that section. Tyler just getting across the track. There he is on the camera. 1 lap to go for the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki ride of Tyler Medaglia. Man, I'll tell you what. This is the time of the year when you don't really want to turn it up, and man, is he ever doing a good job of it.
Yeah, he's contract time, Galdi, and I know that he's looking to get on the 450 for next year for the same team, so this is a good time to start getting these wins, these heat race main event wins for Tyler Medaglia.
We don't have a lot of silly season that much ever in Canada here, with a little bit smaller of a buzz compared to our American partners or the MXGPs, but here it is. Tyler Medaglia showing his worth right now by winning another heat race. That's 2 in a row for Tyler Medaglia, so that's fastest lap times 2 in a row. 2 heat race races in a row. And now he's in that main event. Can he pull off another main event?
If I'm a betting man, I mean...
wait a minute. I think I won the bet last time, didn't I?
No, you lost.
Darn.
You know you lost.
Man, I do not want to bring that up. I do not want you to bring that up right there, Tyler Medaglia. And we can talk about this once again. Tyler had a big crash after Montreal, and he is now wearing an Atlas brace to kind of catch for that. So, finding playing that safety thing, kind of cool to see that he's aware of himself.
Yeah, so definitely a safety thing with that. It landed on his head at Montreal, but yeah, let's brace to take control.
All right, let's go take our first break of the night, and we'll be back with some 450 action here for the final round of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series SX Tour. Don't touch that dial.
That's why I like this guy. One more time, please. Put your hands together for your master, Pillar Alpine Star Kawasaki of Tyler Medaglia. You're too heat.
He's live on Fox Sports Racing. We are back here. Love that. Loving seeing the posters out there. I couldn't read it. It was 237.
Full send.
Full send. Oh, is that what it said?
Full
the
send.
full send. Larry Enticer is in the house here, so the full send is in full effect. Look at this little guy right here. Because you know what he's watching right now, Kyle? He's watching the P-Dub class.
Oh, yeah.
The little bikes out here that are brand new to the sport, little racers anywhere between the ages of 4 and 8 years old, can come and check out what we are watching on the thing. I want to get a shot of these guys down on the track right now, or I might have to borrow this guy's phone.
Yeah.
Might have to borrow these guys' phones right now.
Follow him on Instagram. We'll get it.
Look at this little guy. He is stoked right now watching this kind of thing. Watching these little guys. Here it is right here. So we call this like the tight class, if you will, or the P-Dubs. These are all brand new to the sport. All these little bikes, 2-wheel cycles, little 4-wheel bikes right now. No racing machines, all brand new to the sport kind of thing. You just kind of get their feet wet here at the Triple Crown Series. This is a great addition.
Yeah, this is awesome, and it's my favorite class because it's so quiet. You can barely hear these bikes. It's very good on my sensitive ears here, Galdi. And these guys are having a blast out here, these little guys, and it's just such an introduction to the big world of Supercross, the Triple Crown world that we have, and very cool.
Okay, so we're going to get ourselves up to speed with a man that I like to call here. I called him the ship jumper today. I called him the ship jumper. He didn't like that. Let's catch up with Cade Clayson and see what's going on and why he's riding for Team PRMX now. Before I started this thing, Cade Clayson out here. You're a ship jumper. That's what I'm going to call you now. Teams all over the place. You're just searching for rides, just out there doing a thing. I'm just good here right now. Awesome to see you for Supercross on a new bike, a new team. And, dude, apparently you've decided to really bond with this bike because you're third in points in Supercross and podium last round. Just give me your thoughts on it all right now because it's pretty wild to see a guy switching in the middle of a season.
Yeah, the Sky guys, they weren't going to be able to do the Supercross and stuff. So Julian hired me to do it, and I really couldn't be happier. It's going really well. The bike's, it's working well. I haven't got a ton of time on it, probably like 6 or 7 days total between everything. So I'm figuring it out. I'm having fun. The team's got a good little dynamic. You know, there's some foreigners and some Americans, so it's fun. I actually really enjoy it.
To get to your pit, do you have to walk? How many bikes do you have to walk around to actually get to yours? Like, it looks like there's about 17 bikes in there?
There's a lot. There's a lot of guys. I always go on the end. If you ever come over, I'm always on the end.
Okay.
So that's the key. That way I have my own space.
That's the way to find the 12. Okay, I got that. Okay, so we're wrapping up here. Obviously, you got to feel good about the Supercross. That's kind of always been your forte in your career. And now we get, hey, watch your step there, boy. Save that energy for tonight. Now we get a step back. You're going to go down to the States again this year and race the Supercross. Does this kind of give you a little bit of a footing for what's ahead right now, like getting that confidence going?
A little bit. You know, this stuff, it's pretty mellow compared to that. But it's good to get racing indoors, work on some little things, and really just get used to the bike. I haven't had one at home, so they're going to ship me my bike on Monday. And, you know, we'll go from there. But I'm really excited to get down there and do those races again. You know, it's been a while.
I want to talk about skill. Like, I like to bust your bubble, bust your chops a little bit here, but you got some skill to be able to jump from a Husqvarna bike to a Cowie bike and almost look like you're better on this Cowie bike that might almost think like, people might think that you actually kind of know what you're doing. Like you're kind of good at this. Am I fair to say that? I don't really want to say that, but
I know you don't. You never give me compliments. But I mean, I like to think I have skill. But I mean, switching between the bikes are all so good nowadays that it's really about preference. But I mean, I've kind of ridden almost every brand, so it's not too hard. You can tweak so many things now to make it kind of cater to your style that I didn't mind it at all. Like Julian made it really easy. I tested a bunch of things and got to do really whatever I wanted, so they made it really easy on me.
all right, I was poking at you yesterday. We'll wrap this up here. 20-lap main event. About 9 or 10 of them, you're like gold. Okay, I know it's not like a shape thing. Is it like a mental thing, or you just kind of forget where the track goes, or you're not sure where you are, like in the country, like it's Canada, and like what's going on with the last half?
Last weekend, once Cole got back around me, I didn't really pick up on their lines that they switched to in the main. Like my heat race lines were fantastic. Our heat was 10 laps, and I was the strongest the last 2. So it kind of sucked that my main really didn't go the way I wanted it to. I mean, I kind of lucked into the third with Matt crashing and stuff. I got stuck behind some lappers, and they just got away from me. But in reality, I wasn't that far behind at the end of the main, and I rode terrible. So I really think that I'm perfectly capable of being on the top step of the box, because that's the plan this weekend.
Do you want to borrow my shaver?
No.
Like what's going on up here?
Well, see here, I have no facial hair, so we went from September through the end of November. I had to get a pre-start on No Shave November, so I just did the neared. Just the neared gets a trim, but the face, it's going all out.
The neared and the nerd. All right, I got it. The neared. Have you ever heard the neared before?
This must be an American
I've
thing.
never ever heard someone
guessing
say
it's his neck.
I guess I don't even know what he was saying right there. Oh man, such a fun time with Kate Gleason to shoot the breeze. One of those personalities that really just comes out from the sport, and you get to know him. And rumor is that he is going to try to do a complete season in the U.S. next year. So we might not see Kate come up into Canada, which is a shame because it's been good having him. But of course, all his new Canadian family that love him and his fans are stoked and glad that he's actually back to go. He's allowed to go racing again down in his home country.
Yeah. Obviously having some issues there, but he's back and racing in the U.S. So
they don't want to let the neared to the track. That's why he couldn't race.
Too much neared there. So I'll be definitely keeping an eye on what Cade is doing. He's been a great addition to the series and such a good guy to see in the pits. Always got a friendly smile on there, and he's making a run for the Supercross championship. Only 4 points back. That's awesome.
And you know what? He alluded there. I talked to him, like I said, in Quebec. He was on the gas. He actually passed your brother, passed Cole early on the main, and looked like, wow, all of a sudden he's got the speed and this and that. And then he's like, I don't know, man. I just tighten, and it's sometimes I feel like he didn't want to bring it up, but I feel like sometimes he doesn't believe in himself. When he gets in the moments, he's like one of those riders that, I don't know, it's like you got to almost be on his shoulder and, hey, man, you can do this, dude. You're good at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I truly believe that. It seemed like halfway through there. Look at that.
Lily Turner just won the 50cc type division. A great job out there, Lily. Live on Fox Sports Racing, of course, the Tuyo TV app. Get cheered. Boys or girls, motocross is for you, isn't it, Kyle?
Oh, yeah. Anybody can ride it here, and it's great to see Lily Turner winning in Quebec City, all the way in Hamilton. She wins it again, and she's really taking control of that tight class.
Yeah, doing a good job. Look at the crowd getting ready. There's another amateur class coming up here. And, of course, the posters right there. Let's send it. Full send out there. Larry and Tice are somewhere in the crowd watching his brother Quinn Amiot out there. We can talk about those kind of things. We're getting in tomorrow. We have a banquet. We closed out. We got some awards. It's a cool things getting given away. Rookie of the Year, Sam Gaynor, Quinn Amiot. Is one of those names. I think not Jairi Mitchell, sorry. Tyler Gibbs on that name.
Yep.
So if you had to pick right now, what are you thinking? I feel like Sam Gaynor's got the nod just because it's the bigger bike, the Premier Class, and he did so well.
He did great. They both did good. I think Quinn and him are very similar in their respective classes. Obviously, Quinn riding the 250 class and doing well there, but Sam Gaynor, I feel like he would get the nod. He's been riding against the big boys, the stacked class and the 450 class there, so doing well. But I'm not sure. And there's a lot of different awards coming out tomorrow, and it's cool to see. Always tough at the end of the year, seeing who's going to end up with these prestigious awards. Obviously, Dylan Wright, the Triple Crown champion, and Phil Nicoletti, who's got 3 points to get tonight, and if he gets those 3 points, he's going to win that championship and go from there.
Yeah, so Phil Nicoletti going to be bringing home that Rockstar as all the fans are right now just kind of watching some of the amateur racing that is going on the track. I can see down on the start gate, our 450 riders are beginning to line up and get ready for their first heat race tonight. So we're going to be the first time that we see our premier class. So it's time for us. As they're getting ready, you're going to get ready. Go take a bathroom break, grab a Rockstar. We'll be right back with the 450 heats coming at you live. Welcome back, race fans, here to round number 3 of the SX Tour here for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series in downtown Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, inside the First Ontario Centre. And as we look, the 450 boys are getting ready for their first heat race there. We were just talking about Cade Clayson right there, Kyle, and there he is on the gate right there wearing the Helium FXR gear. Beside him, our 3-time Canadian outdoor champion, Matt Gerke, on the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki, and the rest of the boys filling in right now. Once again, these are just the heat races for any newbie at home. You got to get through the heat, get yourself into that main event, and try to get yourself a good gate pick. And we just saw the 250 one a little while ago. We saw some action. I alluded at the beginning of the show, I think passing was going to be hard. Apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently, I don't know.
No, you don't know anything about racing, apparently, Galdi. And you can see in the background, a lot of noise going on for this junior class, a lot of action. But these guys, these 450 guys, staying focused here in the middle of all this mayhem in the Hamilton Center. Look at the bikes coming off.
Bikes all over the place. That is not a 450 heat race winner or rider getting ready in the background. He's actually in the junior track on the class that is on the track right now. The crowd all kind of getting a giggle, getting a laugh at it right now. Of course, we have amateur classes out here, and sometimes amateurs, that's what it is. They're amateur on the tracks like this. They kind of just getting their experience. And we get some very comical moments at times.
Yeah,
YouTube, Instagram bangers.
Yeah. If you sit and watch practice, usually the first practice of the day, the junior class, you can see some unreal events happen. But as the day goes on, these guys get used to the track and used to jumping the jumps, the technical sections, and they're good to go. But
so I was going to say, Gerke got the pick over Cade there. Why do you think he picked the second gate in instead of that very inside one? What's your thoughts on that?
I really think it's, you go over condition over position, and maybe the rut coming out of that start line was a little better for Matt, and he chose that gate, and Cade was just like, well, I'm going to take the inside and try to push you wide. Cade is going to be riding a lot of confidence, I feel like. I feel like every round he's been, Montreal, he got his feet wet there, doing well, he got a 5th, and then he comes out to Quebec, he gets a 3rd. He could be a threat to win if he puts all the pieces together like you talked about earlier.
All right, so Cade Clayson, Matt Gerke, Michael Fowler, the 47 there, Travis Delnicki right there, the 248. 28 is Eric Jeffrey, the number 3, Sean Moffenbauer. Sean Moffenbauer riding with a chipped humerus, that's what it is, right? That's up in your shoulder, right?
Yeah, it's a cracked humerus.
From that first turn crash in the heat race for Quebec City, something we learned. We thought it was a bike. I think we actually alluded to that on our TV show that they were having bike issues, but no, he was actually just kind of getting mended up because he cracked his humerus.
That's crazy. He's been through a couple injuries here late in the season, obviously at, in between Gopher Dunes and Sandaley and Riverglade, where he broke his collarbone real bad, had surgery, came back and raced Walton, raced Montreal, and then Quebec City having that first turn crash, and he was not sure if he was going to make it here, but here he is lining up heat race number 1 and sitting lap times. He was actually 6th fastest in lap time, just a little bit off the pace of the top guys, but sledging through, trying to get through his first year of the 450 Triple Crown, and I think it's been a good year for Sean. First year, he had some highlights there. PG, I remember he hit the podium in his first outdoor there at out in BC.
Yeah, Prince George, right?
Prince George, yeah. So he's had some good highlights of the year, and obviously having some injuries, it's hampered his progression later on in the season. But look for Sean 2020. I think he's going to be a different person, a little bit more used to that 450, a little bit more used to racing the big dog class, but
I tend to agree. I feel like he's like that fine wine kind of rider where it just takes a little bit of time to kind of get ready. So Sean Moffenbauer, obviously he's got a 2-year deal, so that second year he's already solidified on his team. So that's got to make you feel kind of good too. You're with the team, you're on the same bike. He had those moments like you alluded to of that sort of positive vibe and greatness, and it's you got to think they could only make it a little bit easier. They're doing just a little bit of track work out there. The fitting Catboys, Trevor Hall, and the Vision track crew. It's
Brandon Dean.
Brendan Dean. That's it, Brendan Dean. I haven't actually been able to chat with him that yet, but he's doing a great job with the tracks out here, and so much work going into this track stuff out here. So much I mean, look at this, Kyle. You know this better than I do.
Yeah.
That stuff's crazy.
So starting yesterday, actually, it's a one-day build here.
Yes,
it's
that's right.
100 triaxle loads of dirt coming. It's about a 35-minute drive for those trucks. It came out of town. Being in Hamilton, there's not much dirt to be had. So this clay-based topsoil mix here came from about 35 minutes away. The track was a full build, 16 hours, 2 skid steers to work, the Cat 259s and 1 Cat 315 excavator to do this whole thing. They'll take this dirt right out of here tonight. It's about 10 hours. They'll have it back to hockey rink here by about 9, 10 a.m.
They have a game tomorrow, right? No?
I think it's Monday.
Oh, it's Monday. Okay, like, yeah, I remember when we came here to talk about the building stuff. I forgot about that because when I got here about 2 o'clock on Friday, you guys were just getting the dirt, and I'm like, oh, yeah, these guys are doing a one-day build. It's quite impressive how that gets together like that, and you guys, man, spit that dirt out. It's pretty cool. It's one of those little sort of hidden gems that we don't really realize that we take for granted when we do these things and do these events, the amount of work that goes into just to build the battlefield. And it's pretty cool to see how it works.
Yeah, so it all gets built on the Friday here. It's obviously in a couple other venues, you get a few more days. Montreal's like a 4-day build. You get lots of time. Quebec City's a couple day, but Hamilton, we do it one day and tear it out. Right after this race, they start tearing everything out. And it's pretty crazy to see. You know, you build that battlefield, like you said, and it's only used for a short period of time, and you know, the masterpiece is taken down and back to a hockey rink there for the Hamilton Bulldogs.
And there we go. The boys are getting ready for 450 heat number 1 here at Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series live on Fox Sports Racing. Thanks for tuning in from wherever you are, on what couch or garage, or maybe you're just sitting in the car watching it on the two-wheel app. You can do it anywhere, and that's what we like to deliver as a lovely Kelsey coming across with heat number 1 here in the 450. Kate Clayson, Matt Gerke, Sean Moffenbauer, your players in this one out here. But there's other guys like there, like J-Pro, Jeremy Pronovost. I'd be calling him Provenost. It's Pronovost. And he came up to me and he's like, hey, man, my dad's mad at you for saying my name wrong. And I'm like, I know, man, I butcher it all the time. It's the V in the N. I don't know what I do with it. So he's like, just call me J-Pro.
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 I like that.
I think that's his Insta handle. J-Pro.
Oh, perfect.
That's how it works.
Makes it easy.
J-Pro is a 384 out there. He's a third gate in from the right-hand side. Ty Shemko in this one as well. And Talon Hansen on the gate as well. So here we go. Who's going to grab the 450 Heat 1 RoyalDistributing.com hole shot? The gate is ready to drop. Who has got it? Matt Gerke's shot out of there. Jeffrey's actually got the jump, but he went too far in the turn. It's going to be Matt Gerke. Monster Energy Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki to the front of the pack.
Yeah, Matt Gerke. And they just groomed that rhythm section there. Oh, a rider down. That's Sean Moffenbauer. Moffenbauer down. He's just at the exit of that rhythm section, not on camera there. So we'll have to wait to see what happened there. But right now, it looks like official Daryl Murphy pushed his bike off there. We'll wait to see what's going on here. But right now, Cade Clayson into the lead. They're going to get a red cross here. They're going to roll this whole section, Galdi.
Yeah.
Really take the time.
There it is, red cross. Riders doing exactly what they're supposed to do right now. Sean is blocked by the bike. The medics are on site right now doing what they need to do. The referees are over there. We're going to see when they come around to see if this might get... They haven't made the call, so no, racing continues right here. Sometimes you think you're going to be getting a red flag, but the rider is not impeding the course right now. Therefore, he is... Oh, we should have maybe kept that bike on the track right there, but that's all right. The boys are looking after him right now. The medic flags are out. Here they go. The boys are running through this section now, cruising very so. This is what I love to see. The riders are obeying the flags. That's what they're supposed to do, showcasing the respect they have for our medical staff and the rider down on the ground.
So very, very gingerly through that section for these guys as they go back into the tunnel there. But unfortunate for Sean. I'm hoping he's all right. It looked like he was grabbing his arm, maybe his knee. Not quite sure. There's the red cross, the red flag there, Galdi. They're going to line this one back up and make sure Sean is all right.
So for all you new viewers at home, red cross flag means a reboot of the gate, a restart of the race. If the race has run past the halfway point, the race would be scored as it would be the lap prior to the red flag coming up. But obviously we only did barely 2 laps in that, so they will restack this gate. Unfortunately, we're going to be missing the Rockstar Energy OTSFF rider, Sean Moffenbauer. We hope that he is okay right now. One of the toughest guys in the sport. We alluded to saying that at the beginning there, he has a broken humerus, a cracked humerus. So hopefully that the damage isn't more of the stuff over there. But wow, well wishes going to Sean as we see everybody getting themselves. He looks like he's raising back up on the track right now. There's his teammate Phil Nicoletti looking on, making sure everything is good for his teammate. Right now, Sean, there it is, a good shot of our rider. There's a manager of the Rockstar Energy OTSF team right there, Steve Sims. Kale, his mechanic, down there, our head referee, Daryl, and King are just getting everything else. Reefer, we got to focus on the accident, but also they got to go back to the gate and everything else. So much going on right now, Kyle. It's a very tough situation.
Yeah, no, it looks like Sean is getting up there. He's kind of getting, maybe knocked the wind out of himself a bit, and obviously dealing with some sort of pain, arm or leg. I'm not quite sure. The medics are working on him there. And it's good to see him up there, at least moving and sitting up there. So Phil Nicoletti talking to him there.
All right, so we're going to restack this gate, and Cade Clayson was leading the way over Matt Gerke after Moff hit the ground right now. So we are going to be one rider short in this 450 heat number 1 right now. So Cade Clayson, Matt Gerke, Michael Fowler, Travis Delnicki, Eric Jeffrey from right to left on your screen. Then the J Pro, Jeremy Pronovost right there, 384. Ty Shimko and Talon Hansen will now reboot that gate. And there he is. He's back on the ground right now, getting ready to go. Sean Moffenmeyer, the crowd is clapping, and they're getting him off the track. And that is awesome to see. Sean Moffenmeyer is up, and there he is, getting carried off the track right there. So I'm thinking nothing wrong with the arms if he's got his arms out there, so maybe something below the belt.
Yeah, definitely a leg injury, watching him to carry him off there. So very unfortunate. We just talked about how he was just kind of getting through this year, and he was tough enough to come here and race with that cracked humerus, and another crash and injury. I'm sure he's bummed about that, and obviously dealing with a lot of pain right now. So hopefully he's heals up. He's got 6 months to heal up and get ready for that round 1 in April.
All right, okay, so the gate is back stacked again. They're getting their flags all back in order. Flaggers are getting back in position here. We are just a small delay. They will run this race in entirety according to the MRC rulebook. There won't be a cut down of 2 laps. They will get the full 8-lap qualifier race right here. They're getting ready to go. It looks like Kinger is making his way back to the middle of the start gate right now. The Rockstar girls are still in their position right there. They're getting ready to go to bring that 30 board. Matt Gerke, he's getting excited to get back in. The bikes are starting to fire up. We're going to go racing again here, Kyle. And let's well wishes out to Sean Moffenmeyer. Hopefully he's going to be okay. And now heat number 1 is restacked and re-ready to rock. Lovely Kelsey coming by. And there's Cade Clayson. And you got to think it'd be nice for Cade Clayson to get this heat win, get that confidence, just like a Tyler Medallia or even Dylan Wright when he had to bounce back from Quebec. So this could be a good thing for Cade.
Yeah, so Cade jumped out to the lead. It looked like obviously Gerke got that whole shot, but Cade jumped out to that lead, got by Gerke somehow when we were looking at the Moffenmeyer incident. And yeah, so that was good for Cade. He looked like he was strong there early on in that first heat drop. And he's got another chance here to show what he's got.
All right, so the Rockstar Energy 30 board is in the sky. Lovely Stella's got that in there. Kinger giving the whistle here, getting ready to go. The board is sideways. The gate is getting ready to drop here for heat number 1, the restart. Who's going to grab the roadstripping.com whole shot this time? Gerke and Jeffrey's going to go. Oh, they both run into the road stripping bales right there. Nobody goes down. They stay up, and it is Gerke and Clayson right now, 1 and 2. But this time it's the swap. Gerke up front right now, Kyle.
Yeah, all came to that rhythm this time. And Gerke in the position he was before. I'm not sure where Cade got him, but watch for Cade Clayson to go, come under attack here and try to get by the number 2. Look at Gerke jumping to the inside there, and Cade railing through those whoops.
Is he going to try to slingshot up the inside there? He's got the Cowie powder ground, just loses a little bit of the Hoosier tire stick. Oh, look at this. Cade's going wide. Is he going to uncork that triple right there? Now, if they do that triple, do you think it's actually going to be faster? Because they got to have that outside setup now.
Yeah, I don't know. The outside line, it might just take a little bit too much to get there. We're going to wait and see if Cade goes there this next time, but he's very quick through this section. Look at that. Protecting that inside. It gives Cade the slingshot move to go right around the outside and rail through those whoops.
I like that Cade is kind of searching here. He's doing some different things and seeing what can work right here. And this is the triple that they run corking in practice there.
There you go.
Gerke nails it that time, and then Cade triples in, so I'd say it's about a bike length faster what Gerke just did.
Yeah, see, Gerke's coming from the 2 high points and jumping over them, where Cade has got a triple out from the high point. So definitely faster to do what the number 2 machine has been doing, Matt Gerke. But look at this, Cade getting through those whoops clean, outside to outside. Matt really protecting those insides.
Man, Cade really closes in on that section, so it looks like maybe swinging wide is a little bit faster. Cade not able to do that. He keeps swinging wide. I think maybe he might just settle for the second and just kind of keep checking in that line. At least that's what I feel like I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's not a bad move. He knows he's quicker than him. He keeps pulling right back up. Even though he loses a few bike lengths, he's able to pull right back up with no problem. And look at Matt, just really protecting the inside. It's unlike Matt. Usually he's the guy that goes right around the outside, blitzes the whoops. But right now, just kind of protecting so Cade doesn't come in and stump him.
All right, so Monster Energy, Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki.
There we go, Cade jumping
Oh,
out.
he able to uncork that triple right there. So Monster Energy, Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki leading the Team PRMX FXR gear wearing of Cade Clayser. Now, I'm impressed with Cade right now. He was not near the speed that Matt had in Quebec, but he got lucky when Matt went underneath. But he is showing that he's got the speed here. Man, is he ever gelling with that Kawasaki?
He looks great out there, and his corner speed is very good right now. If he can just get close enough where he can stick a tire into Gerke coming down that start straight, he'd be laughing.
And that jump right there that Cade is doing, that double, he had a huge get-off today in practice. If you go to his Instagram account, you'll see him get off. He had a full flying W and actually disappeared up the tunnel where Sean Moffengeyer got carried off. Just missing one of our cameramen, just missing the medics as well. All he said he's got a sore bum.
Good for him for getting up here. And now look at the strongest guy out here right now. Looking at lap times there. They're running it.
Oh, he's able to do it on Julian right in the back. He has to go into 2-3 right there, and he's pulling it right in. He is closing in on Gerke right here.
Yeah, so look at this. Gerke playing very defensive role, and Cade able to ride around a lot of the outsides, being able to get that fast lap time, sitting at a 27.8, the fastest we've seen all day. I like what Cade's doing right now. If he can get out front, these lines will really help him.
Wow, Cade Clayson is really cruising right here, really dropping the hammer. As we look at here, Gerke, look at this. Cade gets the 2-3 again. This time comes up a bit short. The safer play is just a double, but they go for it with that triple. Can really make it work right there. But Cade coming up a little bit short, losing a bit of time. One more lap in the books right now. Monster Energy, Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki leading the Team PRMX right now. And now Cade going to the inside. So Cade really able to kind of see what the track has to offer out here. I think that might come to an advantage later on here in that main event. And now look at this. He's actually lost a little bit of time. Gerke just pulled ahead 2 bike lengths.
Yeah, he struggled a bit there trying to get into that rut after the whoop section, but he's able to pull
big
right
mistake
back.
for Matt Gerke right there.
Yeah, able to pull right up. Look at this. Here, Cade Clayson. Wow, look at these lines coming together there. Cade really pushing for this heat race win. And this has got to feel good for Cade. Even if he doesn't get this heat race win, just being able to be the faster guy out there. Look at him.
Wow, he is going for it. And a little bobble from Gerke. Does Cade got the drive? Yes, he does. What a pass. Team PRMX Kawasaki, Cade Clayson into the lead.
Wow, look at him go. And now Gerke has to get on his horse. He's only got a few sections to go. Get through the lappers.
Look at Cade playing it safe, taking that inside line, making the block. Look at this. One turn to go, triple over. Cade Clayson is going to grab the heat win here in front of the crowd, and he's loving it.
Nice win. What a win for number 12, Cade Clayson on that PRMX Kawasaki. Little fist bump by his counterpart there of Matt Gerke. Wow.
Unbelievable heat race right there. Once again, Ryan Gauld does not know what he's talking about. There's lots of passing going on, and it has given us a telltale story of what we may see come those main event times there. Team PRMX, Kawasaki, FXR, gear wearing, Cade Clayson on the number 12 right there, grabbing his heat race win, the first heat race win for him in Canada. And, man, that's just awesome to see. He is fired up right there. Julian has got to feel stoked under the Team PRMX ring.
Man, that was an impressive ride, and I'm just, like, amazed with his speed there. You know what I mean? Like he talked about in his interview where he got lucked into that position of third because Matt Gerke crashed in Quebec. But, man, he did not luck into that position. He worked hard for that, and he made that pass and made it stick.
He really just took his time right there. I thought he was going to settle for second. He kind of lose a little, gain a little. He was checking out all these lines. But, man, he really just kind of manicured this course right there. He really searched. He really kind of wondered. For all you racers at home right now watching it, you can't win when you follow, and Cade Clayson proved it right there. You do not follow, and good things can happen. Gerke makes a small mistakes. It kind of opens up the door for him, and boom, there he is right there to take that heat race win.
Impressive. It was great to see that. I'm just fired up. The number 12 seems like he's getting better every round, and there you go. He gets that heat race win, his first that we've seen, and we're getting ready to go here. We got heat race number 2 lining up here, Galdi. Cole Thompson alluding to that inside gate there.
All right, Cole Thompson, look at that, reaching for the toes. I cannot do that. Nope. I cannot reach my toes, I'll tell you them apples right now. The Red Bull Factory KTM Thor racing, he's very, very spry. He's very spry. Beside him, Josh Cartwright on the Team PRMX Kawasaki. Well, we know what the bike can do, so it's up to the riders now to see if Josh Cartwright can do that. And then Kyle Dillon on the 675. The new red plate holder right there, Phil Micheletti, right now, leading our series here by 2 points. and the Supercross series. And Sam Gaynor out there, Ryan Derry out there, Donald Turner with the full Vidal Sassoon type haircut. Underneath that helmet right there, you'll see the locks flowing through the sky here very soon on Donald Turner. And his young daughter, there's Penny Turner. His other,
Lily.
Lily is the little one.
She won.
And Penny is the older one who is now on the gate, packing the gate for Dad.
Oh, cool.
Right there
Very
on
cool.
screen down on the end right there.
Very cool.
So-
Both racers in their, in their respective classes, but very cool. Making it a whole family ordeal coming out here to Hamilton Supercross and doing battle.
Okay, so the Rockstar Energy Girls getting themselves back into position right now, getting ready for the heat number 2 board. Coming at you live here on Fox Sports Racing and, of course, the Two Wheels TV app. We hope you are enjoying what you are seeing on the screen right now. We just saw one of the best races out of our AX and SX series right there here in the heat race. It just gets me all fuzzy inside for our main events. Getting tickly.
Yeah, so heat race number 2. Kelsey coming by there, getting the boys ready to go. And Daryl Murphy also getting ready, boys. Look at that point.
The famous point.
Love that point.
The heaviest, toughest shoulder in the business holding up that point right there. Then he points her down to Kinger.
Throws
Yeah,
it to Kinger.
when you're getting that point, you know it's business. It's go time.
It's go time, baby.
It's go time right here. So Red Bull Factory KTM floor racing right up the very inside. That's Cole Thompson with the number 1 plate. TPRMX Kawasaki, Josh Cartwright. Kyle Dillon on the privateer KTM. Rockstar Energy OTSFF riders Phil Nicoletti. And right beside him, Sam Gaynor right there. Phil Nicoletti wearing that red plate, has that 2-point cushion. And he's got the guy that he's got to battle with in the heat race.
Yeah.
You like that as a racer or do you not?
Prequel here.
Yeah.
See what's going on and see how these guys make out in the heat race. We've seen a great battle with Kate Clayson, Matt Gerke, that first one. The other 2 contenders for this Supercross title. Now we're going to see the top 2, the 1 and 2 in this series, battle it out.
All right, so Paul Kingsley down there getting ready with the 30 board.
Here we go.
Going to 5. The boys are getting ready. They're in gear. Thompson's got the feet planted. Nicoletti, the head is down. Here we go. Heat number 2, 450 SX Tour, ready to go. Thompson getting a great jump right there. Nicoletti as well. Look at this. Ooh, they might hit the first turn. No, Nicoletti goes it in, but look at this. Nicoletti able to triple up into the lead. Kyle, what a pow.
That line that we talked about there in that first one, that triple is very key to get. We've seen Nicoletti and Gerke doing it in practice. We've seen Kate Clayson doing that heat race. Now Thompson sitting behind. You see Nicoletti going to the inside.
Now, you know, Thompson just watched and saw what Kate Clayson was able to do.
Oh,
Look at this,
mistake
Thompson
out of
already
Nicoletti.
going in. Nicoletti making a mistake. Thompson get the drive like Clayson did. No, he shuts the door right now for the time being.
Yeah, these two a little bit more aggressive than what we've seen out of Gerke and Clayson early on. So Thompson trying to get that top spot here because we know that's a gate pick number 1 or 2 going into that main event.
And I know your brother loves those inside gate positions as well, so you got to think that the first pick, although you would have had first pick in this again. And look at this, right across in front. Look at that, very respectful pass, or very trying to set up there. Look at this on the inside now. Thompson got the drive again. Does he get the pass? No, Nicoletti shuts the door.
Wow, they get close right there at the end, Galdi, and they tuck it in. So Nicoletti getting that triple again. Wow, it's getting tight through there. Nicoletti just pulls a couple bike lengths.
Yeah, it's about a bike and a half, I say, when you get a good job.
Yeah, it's very, very technical. Coming out of the inside, they got to do a little seat bounce action. Thompson coming up, trying to drive in here. Nicoletti back to the inside.
All right, so Rockstar Energy OTSFF leading the way. Look at this, and Nicoletti goes wide, and Thompson jumps into it. Wow.
I like this. These guys are mixing up a lot more than Gerke and Clayson were.
Yes.
Both battling for position. There you go. Nicoletti able to uncork that triple again and just pull those bike lengths away. Thompson's going to have to figure something out going forward here. Use this heat race to his advantage.
Josh Cartwright just lingering in the background right now, not really losing much time on these guys. Cartwright 28.8, 28.5 for Thompson, and a 28.2 for Nicoletti right now are the fastest times of there. Cartwright just kind of learning in. You got to think for a guy like Cartwright, being all to see these guys, you kind of got to give him some confidence to show what lines work, what lines don't. Thompson able to jump that triple in the back.
Yeah, so now Thompson figuring things out. He's going to try to pull back up to the backside of the number 54, Nicoletti, as they get through that back sweeper.
All right, Rockstar Energy OTSFF Yamaha ride right now. Red plate wearing, leading the way up the inside he goes. Thompson follows suit. Thompson now not alluding to that outside line. Maybe it wasn't working for him. Kate Clayson made it work, but right now not working for Thompson.
Yeah, it looks like Nicoletti's starting to figure things out. He's down to a 27.9 lap time, so a little bit quicker this time around. is it just pulling a little bit on Thompson, but now Thompson looks like he's starting to figure things out. He's got that triple in the rhythm, and he pulls up the backside of him, Galdi.
All right, so once again, the little cat and mouse going on right now between Nicoletti and Thompson. Once again, Thompson does not need to win the heat race. It's just for gate pick right now. But if he gets second in this thing right here, that would actually give him 4th gate pick in that main event, as how the pick system works right now. So in some way in his mind, he's probably thinking, I got to get Nicoletti right now. Nicoletti not able to uncork the triple. Thompson does it.
Oh, they're right on the backside of some lappers here as they go through there. Looks like Donald Turner getting out of the way, looking over his shoulder. So there we go. Those guys getting back in that triple. Very close between these two.
I like back there, poor Donald Turner got passed by Derek Ham as he opened the door for the front runners right there. So Nicoletti one more time got a rear view mirror full of that orange KTM of our reigning champion, Cole Thompson, trying to find some lines, trying to do some different stuff to close that gap. Right on, right. Whoa, Thompson getting a little bit of a kick there, Tuck.
Wow, just right close to those Parts Canada bales. We've seen Sean Moffmeyer as he pulls a tear off through the midsection there.
All right, Rockstar Energy OTSFF ride. Phil Nicoletti, red plate up front right now. Thompson now, he's going back out to that outside line.
Yeah.
He's seeing something, that inside run is getting down to the concrete. Look at goes right back in. So now that line is working again, Cal.
Yeah.
This track, you just got to be patient with it and find it and take your time.
I think that's exactly right, Gall. You got to be patient, and you got it. Some laps, things work, and the rut gets down a little bit deeper, and Thompson's starting to use those slingshot things that we've seen Kay Clayson alluding to.
1 lap to go, 1 lap to go. Can Thompson make the pass? Inside, and now Derry goes outside, inside for both number first and second, and Thompson swings just a little bit wide right now, kind of getting into Derry. Derry gets out of the way. Good job, Ryan Derry.
Yeah, so Derry getting out of that way, and Thompson's gonna have to do something special here. He's only got a couple sections to go.
And he comes up a little bit short on there, just loses enough time. This one is gonna go to Nicoletti. This will be Nicoletti's first heat win of the year, right here. Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha ride of Phil Nicoletti gonna grab the heat win over Thompson. Thompson coming off right now, a little bit of a nod. Do they look at each other? Nothing.
Nothing.
True warriors right there. Absolutely nothing between those guys. They are here for business tonight here, Kyle. I love that stuff. I love that stuff.
No tummy sticks out there. They're ready to battle.
No tummy sticks. I like it. Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha outdoing the Red Bull KTM Factory Thor ride of Phil Nicoletti for heat number 2. So, Tyler Medallia, Dylan Wright, Kate Clayson, and now
Phil Nicoletti.
There are our 4 warriors getting ready to go. It's time to take a short little break. Phil Nicoletti's going to talk to the house, take a bathroom break, grab a Rockstar and drink. Ryan Gall and Cal Thompson will be right back with round number 3 of the SX Tour here for the Rockstar Triple Crown Series live on Fox Sports Racing. Back live on Fox Sports Racing and the Two Wheels TV app. Lovely. Lots of amateur racing going on in the back right now. We just finished some amazing heat race action. Kyle Thompson and Ryan Gall up here in the booth bringing you all the action. Kyle, I think it's just the Cade Clayson one. The Cade Clayson race. That was like a great shot right there. I feel like my favorite song just came on at the bar. I'm going to start dancing. I'm just excited. I'm excited. Not like the Bahamas dance, but just like some friendly bantering dancing kind of stuff. You know, I got my hips are moving. We're getting into it right now, you know?
Like a PG-rated dance.
The PG-rated dance, yes. PG rated right there, but that's the kind of stuff that makes it good. It's good for us, good for the fans at home.
I just thought he was going to settle there, and Kate Clayson finding that line late in the moto, late in that heat race, and getting that win. What a boost of energy that's going to give him and his PRMX team going forward. Obviously, we've seen some other teammates out there doing well, but Kate Clayson getting that heat race. Obviously, Julian going to be pumped on that one. And
yeah, very pumped. Julian doing a good job on that for sure. And he's really knowing what's going on. And there we get some wires tangled up there. We're getting it set up. So we're going to be bringing in a special guest at some point here. We're just taking to get it set up here very shortly right now as the amateur class is going on. The fans are watching what's going on down on the floor right now as we get ourselves lined up. There's a crash down there, Kyle. There's action going on down there right now. And I'll tell you what, it is absolutely mayhem going on. So we finally got our special guest. I don't know if he knew where we were in the booth up here. But we got our 6-time champion, Colton Fasciotti, Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing Ride. We're actually live right down there, buddy. You can wave hi. Hi, Colton Fasciotti fans. Buddy, welcome. Good to see you out here. Thanks for coming out and joining us. And how'd you like your opening ceremonies?
Awesome. Yeah. good to be back.
Everybody even high-fived you. Can you believe that? Right?
That was cool.
I know. They actually like you. You're one of those races that people like. I don't know.
I know. I feel like he did it the wrong way though. He had to like his throttle hand. He was trying to high five. He got it. He had to turn around.
That's
and
like
do the
that
butt
awkward
side.
time with the fans. Right? You got to go and you stop, and you got to stop. Right? What have you been doing? What have you been up to since Walton?
The wife had a honey to-do list for me and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know how those goes. I usually don't get them very done. Have you taken a few of them off?
Not really, no, to be honest. No.
Okay.
I've kind of been enjoying my time and just trying to work out what I'm doing for next year and stuff like that.
Can we get into that kind of stuff? I mean, obviously with the retirement there, I mean, you want to stick in the industry. We've heard stuff about like managing the teams and all that kind of stuff. What would you like to do? I guess let me ask you that question. What would you like to do after this the retirement kicks in?
Well, I think the tough part is finding something that, you know, still gives me those highs that I had while I was racing.
You can't say you're going to start riding the plus 30 class and stuff like that. No, I don't think the local guys are going to like that one.
I'm getting a 125 and challenging you.
Ooh.
There we go.
I actually was just watching some good footage of you back in the old days on the 125. I think I got you covered. But you have to wear a weight. You have to wear an extra weight. You got to wear like a
No, he's gonna get that.
some weight.
He's gonna get the dad bod
I've been
going.
working on it. I've been working on it.
Oh, yeah. What did I see? I had an Instagram post of you mowing down on some super greasiness on the way down here.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's good. I get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to stick around the industry and do something, obviously, in this.
Yeah, it's looking like I'm going to work for the team next year.
Very cool.
At some capacity. We're still trying to work that out, so I'm super excited with that. Looks like I'll be back at the races and kind of where I feel like I belong. You know, I feel like I've been in it for so many years, and I have a great knowledge of what goes on, and I think I can really help out the riders on the team, so that's what I'm looking forward to most.
Kyle, you got
Now,
something there?
yeah, I'm just going to say, so maybe a team manager role, 6-time. We know KTM's got a 5-time guy. Are we going to start competing against team managers, racking up these championships? We know that the GDR boys, they got some good guys into we got Dylan Wright, who's coming off a couple of championships and the Triple Crown. So next year, you could be stacking them up as a team manager.
That's the plan. It's on, Johnny Wah.
Yeah, it's on Johnny Wah. You like that? Hey, long tail right in the 65 class, getting themselves ready to go. The 76 of Ben Kongman. He looks like he's going to grab that start race there. Good job out there. Colton, actually, I'll go to Kyle right now. Of all the years between 2002 and 2019, what is your favorite Colton Fasciotti memory, Kyle?
I would say 2001, before that, when I got to battle this guy in intermediate. Well, not battle him, but I got to watch him off the start and then pull away when he was a young buck. 13 years old, I was 18. And this guy just crushed me, and then he went on to have a great career. So I seen him for a little bit, so that felt good. But yeah, 02 to now, I would say I like the Blackfoot years, but I do like when we switched over to the Honda. I'm a Honda guy. I loved him on the Honda. I would say the GDR years were really good for him, and I just like to hold the GDR. They started from the bottom, and now they're here. And
the Drake song. It's a Drake song.
That might be. It's an original. There we go. But no, the GDR years when he's on Honda, great years for him.
Whoa, Kongman, he's throwing it away on screen right now. Let's hope he's okay. Oh, he's holding his arm. Poor little guy throwing the Yamaha to the thing. You never like to see that with the little kids out there. And Colton, you got a couple of kids getting into racing. Your young boy Keegan, he likes it. Are you going to be able to handle moments like that if your son goes over the bars and hits the dirty?
Oh man, I have a lot of experience with that, so I think it's going to be tough, and I think that's why I got so many gray hairs already is watching him. But I mean, watching him ride now, it's just, I enjoy that so much, even more than I enjoy riding. So it's pretty cool.
That is very cool. My little guys, they're kind of into it. I wish they get a little bit more, and it's more serious, but. I don't know about those kinds of things. I know my wife's not gonna like it if they hit the dirt. She's gonna fully black out. She's gonna, at least your wife Jocelyn is a former racer, so she'll understand it. Amy, my wife, she'll be the fainter.
Yeah, no,
she'll be going down.
I think that's just a girl thing.
Is that a girl thing?
Mom instinct.
I'm back to now to the favorite memory. I've got a favorite memory of Colton Fasciotti, and I think it's a good one, and it's probably a weird one to you. And I think it was 2013 was the first year you were in KTM, number 9.
Yep.
Right, number 9, I believe it was. Or no, that would have been the second year.
Yeah, he's number 9.
You're number 1 your first year. Was that 12?
12.
Yeah, so 13 then it was. That first motor or the second motor when you're leading and your shock bolt or the subframe bolt breaks and you muscle that thing home and you come off, and I remember doing this interview on TV and you were just like, yeah, it happens. Man, whatever. You know, you're just like, so nonchalant. I mean, those kind of moments happen along, and I feel like that was one of those things that you really had over all your competition. You were very chill. I know that sometimes you're probably pressured and stressed, but you never really showed that. I thought that was kind of a cool thing you always had.
Yeah, and I think that just comes from experience.
Yeah.
A lot of my earlier days, on the Cali days and stuff, I'd have bike problems and I would get mad, and I just wasn't mature enough to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I think just having those experiences and just working through them just taught me how to be a better racer and rider and all that kind of stuff.
Now to you, what is your favorite moment over these past 18 seasons? Do you have one? I mean, there's so many. Colton, you're going to be put into the Canadian Hall of Fame at some point down the road here. You're an icon. You're a legend. So, I mean, is there anything that sort of sticks out in your mind? You're like, you know what? That really was one of those moments where I was just like, yeah, that was awesome.
What's going on out there?
I don't know. There's lots of yelling going on down there. I'm not too sure. We got a rider crashing somewhere on the track. The fans are erupted right now. Let's hope everybody's okay. But yeah, what sticks out in your mind there? I mean, do you remember a lot of them?
I mean, realistically, it was a blur. Like, it went by so fast. It seems like yesterday it was my first year pro. But I think just coming back from all the injuries and stuff that I had and just battling adversity, stuff like that. There's guys that said I would never make it as a pro rider.
Oh, yeah, I was one of them. I was one of them in those early years when I was doing TV. Well, you were almost, I hate to say this, but a guy like myself, the talent was endless. But the heart wasn't there, and then all of a sudden that click, maybe the JSR thing and something like that made the click, but it was very cool to watch someone like that figure it out. And that's something that I do a lot of training with kids, and I say something like that. I go, it doesn't happen right away. It takes a lot of time. Like, you had to put a lot of time in. And there's probably moments there where you're like, man, you know what? I'm out. I don't even want to do this anymore. Were there ever moments like that for you?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
There's days where we were at the practice track or at the race, and my dad would be like, okay, we're going home. You're riding terrible. And it's just like that feeling of like having to go home, and like it's crazy. And I think that's what makes this sport so tough, is just the mental aspect of it. And I think it's something that you have to grow throughout your years of riding. And maybe that person who said, I'd never make it, maybe that's what made me. Maybe that gave me that little bit of extra drive. It's just.
So I made you? Is that what we're saying?
No, you never said it to me.
It was all Galdi. It was all Galdi. Kyle, you got something there?
Yeah, I just want to know, all through those 18 years, man, was there something that stands out in your mind that was like, man, I wish I could have changed that? Is there something like in your career that would have accelerated to where you were winning?
I think the only thing that I would ever change that I kind of regret was maybe not being very strategic in my first, I wouldn't say my first few years. Those are kind of my learning years, but from 2008 to 2011, 2011, I made a lot of bad mistakes on the bike where if I would have just slowed down, took it easy, I probably could have had a couple more championships. But I wanted it so bad that I wasn't even too worried about, crashing or anything like that, or my career longevity.
Yeah. All right, Colt, we're going to take a small little break. You want to come and join us for one of the main events, maybe?
For sure.
Pull you up? All right, well,
that'd be awesome.
We're going to take a small little break. We're getting ready to go with our 250 last chance. For all you viewers at home, take another break, get that Rockstar crack, relax. We'll be right back with some more action here at the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown live on Fox Sports Racing. And we are back live here inside the First Ontario Centre for round number 3 of the SX Tour here for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. The finals. We are done, but we got some business. This is going to be a good race right here. Top 3 come out of this. Yeah, where are you pointing? You don't even know where to go. Your finger was all over the screen.
I'm trying to figure out who's going to get this.
Yes.
Obviously up the inside, De Silva. We've seen one of De Silva boys take that last spot last week. I think it was Michael Christopher here this week. We got Jack Wright out there. He's going to try to right the ship and get himself into that main event. Quinn Amiot and Tyler Gibbs, who's back from that crash in the heat race.
That's right. So we got a full gate, only going for 3 spots here to get themselves into that main event. We've already put 12 in there. We got 15. These guys are all in the back row. Here, look at that. Quinn Amiot and Christopher Silva do a little fist bump. Michael Fowler in there. Cameron Rosina, Jack Wright, Jamie Powell, and like you said, Tyler Gibbs. Tyler's got to get that start. I feel like he's got a little bit up on everybody on this gate, but he's got to get up front, Kyle.
Yeah, you got to get up front early and watch him try to sweep this from the outside. If he gets that jump, he's going to start leaning in on these guys and trying to get that hole shot and get away.
All right, Duncan McLeod, Kyle Dillon as well in here, and the 30 board is to the sky at the end of that start streak. There it is right there. the lovely Kelsey and Paul Kingsley. The not so lovely Paul Kingsley.
Ah, he's lovely.
You think he's lovely?
It's like a lovely glass of tea.
Benighted in Rotten, England. Here we go. The board is to 5. The road to shrimping.com. Who's going to get that whole shot here and get themselves into that main event? The top 3 go. Who's going to get it?
Looks like Quinn Amiot up the inside.
Gibbs getting
Power
out a bad
move there.
jump. He gets through. He's not in a good position.
Oh,
right now. And Dylan goes down and takes Gibbs with him.
Oh, no. Rough
No,
night.
Gibbs. He gets to sneak through. So, oh!
De
The
Silva.
Silva is thrown away. Jack Wright sliding there. Quinn Amiot with the lead right now.
Yeah, so we're going to look for Tyler Gibbs trying to make his way through the pack. Obviously getting hung up there with Dylan.
So, the number 60 right now, Quinn Amiot on the Privateer KTM Fly Gear Racing. That's Larry Enticer's younger brother. They're both getting a little bit squirrely. I think the Enticer would have worked better through the whoop section on that side right there. But Jack right there on the Blackstock Motorsports Yamaha right now, sitting in. Look at this. He's got the Halloween gear on. He did a very cool thing on Instagram there. They're wearing the Halloween gear. It looks like full skull out there. You got to see his rib cage and whatnot. But Amiot leading Jack right all over. Look at it. Dylan is out right now. He's out of the way. We're still looking for Tyler Gibbs. We click through De Silva right now, sitting in that 3rd spot on that bubble. Fowler and Rosina in behind us.
getting
Jack
tight.
Wright running into Quinn Amiot there, Kyle.
Yeah, it looks like De Silva starting to creep up on this battle, and Fowler just in behind him. So keep an eye on that. If these guys are going to continue to bump bars, and there's Gibbs, he's got a lot of work cut out for him here, trying to catch up.
A lot of work for Tyler Gibbs right there. Back up to the front of the pack we go. Into the tunnel action. Quinn Amiot, Jack Wright going in there. Get chased by De Silva. Fowler and Rosina, man, are on that bubble. They are out right now. De Silva's got the spot. Who is going to crumble under the pressure right now? Amiot's got a couple bike legs and Jack Wright a couple bike legs. Not as exciting as I was hoping there, Kyle, but something could still be getting building. I feel like something is building.
Yeah, the nerves on these guys would be definitely at an all-time high here. Obviously, Quinn sitting in that 1st spot, leading this LCQ. It's got to be huge for him. He must have had a bad heat race there. Jack Wright having that incident last week in the LCQ where he got knocked off the track, lost that position where he was qualifying, and then De Silva sitting on that bubble. All nerves for these guys. They're going to try to make it happen here, get to that main event.
All right, so Amiot in the lead, right, looking good, 1 and 2. But now we've seen Jack Wright in positions like this, and he's thrown it away. He needs to just kind of settle in, take that breath, right, and kind of bring this home, Kyle. So much easier for us to stay up here in the booth.
Yeah, we're comfy up here in the booth. And Jack Wright here, lots of pressure to get in. He looks like he's got a bit of a gap now, Caldy. So
but
these
the
guys,
battle, sorry to interrupt there, Kyle, the battle.
Oh, no!
No, my way. Jack Wright throws it away. Oh, my God, I curse the poor kid. Jack, oh, no.
Oh, no, the Galdi jinx there now. White flag is out. Jack Wright isn't in.
De Silva and Fowler are going at it behind Amiot right now. Fowler trying to make that pass, and Fowler's got it. Fowler's got it. No, Fowler doesn't make that pass to the background. Amiot looking good here to bring home a heat race, or sorry, an LCQ win. Jack Wright still has a chance as Fowler. Look at the boys. They're coming into the building behind Quinn Amiot. Let's get a shot of those guys. Quinn Amiot's going to take it. Fowler's got it to Silva. Jack Wright's got one last chance. Amiot took the win. Into the final turn, it's going to be Fowler.
Oh, no,
Fowler
Fowler's
throws it
down.
away. And Jack Wright gets a
in.
gift. Wow.
Wow.
Jack Wright, I blow him up by saying he throws it away. He throws it away, and then he comes back and gets the gift given back to Silva's dad. Right there yelling and giving him some brief. But he is into that main event. Wow. Quinn Amiot, Christopher De Silva, and Jack Wright are going to be on the back row of our 250 main event. Kyle, man, just when you think nothing's going to happen, boom, the bomb drops out here in the First Ontario Centre.
Man, I was absolutely gutted for Wright throwing it away in that tunnel. Jack Wright, 2 weekends in a row. I was like, he's not going to make this main event by throwing it away. And there you go. Fowler, the American, throws it away.
Okay, so Quinn Amiot's going to grab that win. He's down there talking to Zeb on the floor. This is a good time right now to catch up with one of the new guys to our series. I got a chance to sit down with him. I just had to find out what about him. I didn't know much about him. And I do, if we have been saying his name right, Matthias Jorgensen under the Team PRX, all the way from Denmark. Meet this guy. I think he's going to be a character, and he wants to come back to Canada next year. Perks of the job. I get to meet new, fun people from all over the world here in the Rockstar Triple Crown Series here with Matthias Jorgensen. Brand new to our series here. Matthias, first off, awesome to have you. And apparently you know what you're doing on the bike, too. You know what I mean? I've got a podium in Montreal, a couple crashes last week in Quebec, but you picked yourself up. Before I get into this year so far, just kind of, how did you get here? Where did you, I know Denmark is homeland. How did we come to Canada?
Yeah, first time was last year was my first time in the States, and I was on a KTM after I've been 2 years with Kawasaki, and then I kind of wanted to go back to the Kawasaki, so I started to do some testing back home with Kawasaki Europe, and Julian, he apparently saw it on Instagram that I was back on a green one, and yeah, hit me up a little bit, and we talked back and forth, and yeah, then it came to play that I wanted to come back to the green one, and yeah, now I'm in Canada and I'm enjoying it.
So Instagram isn't just for posting nice pictures, it's for getting rides.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about so far. We just seen you in the Supercross side of things, and obviously Montreal went well, but let's talk about that kind of awkward moment. You were third, and then you weren't third. How did that feel from your standpoint? Obviously, it was a bit of a mistake, and it's been fixed, but at that moment, must have been like, what's going on here?
Yeah, for sure, it was nice to get on the podium with a third place, and then I come down from the podium, and somebody wanted to steal my trophy. Yeah, and if you first earn something, you don't want to give it away. So I'm like, no, get the guys who's running this and come to me, and yeah. And they told me they was calculating something wrong, but apparently the 450 point system was different than it used to be. Yeah. So they thought that the 250 also was like that. So it came to play that it was not like that with the 250 class, so I got my trophy back 3 weeks after, though, but I got it.
You got it. Well, at least you got it, then that's a good keepsake. So where do we go from here? Obviously, we're wrapping things up in Hamilton. I'll try to get on that podium again, maybe even a win here tonight. Where do we go? Are we joining the Canadian Series next year? Are you sticking around? What do things look like for the future?
At first, I came here to prepare for the Supercross AMA with the team, and so this is a nice first step to know all the people, mechanics, and bikes, and we started to test out a little bit. So from here, I will go home some weeks, then to California, do the full West Coast, and afterwards, we will see what me and Julian is figure out, because I'm an outdoor rider, and I like to ride outdoors a lot. So, yeah, as I said, last year was my first year in Supercross, so maybe we're going to keep some outdoor riding, maybe not. It's all up to the team what we're doing.
What's the sport like back at home in Denmark? I mean, obviously, I've been to some Motocross of Nations and seen some of the teams there, but what's it like? Is it bigger here, same there? Tell all the people watching back home, like, what it's like at home and where you came from.
Yeah, so where I come from in Denmark, we only have one Supercross race a year, and that's pretty big. But beside that, we have the German series, ADAC. Yeah, that's a pretty big series and some nice stadiums. A lot of people is coming there, so yeah, that's way different than here, though. The dirt is more sticky, kind of like this round, actually, because it's a little wet, but yeah, it's pretty good.
And you like outdoors better?
Yeah.
Not better, but it's more your thing.
Yeah, I think it's more my thing because I did that the whole my life, and I'm pretty new to this. But I will say I like Supercross better, but I enjoy to go fast outdoors, too.
Well, here it is right there, Matthias Jorgensen. Watch him tonight here. Good luck in the TM Paramex. Thanks for joining me, bud.
Thank you.
Another one of those characters in behind the scenes there. One of those guys I just was walking through. I'm like, man, I need to find someone to interview. And I'm like, I haven't met this guy yet. Let's get him on TV. Let's give him some love. And he seems like a character. He's here actually with his girlfriend. And it was funny. I totally thought she was a man because she emailed me for a media pass. And it just said Stein, like Stein, and then her last name, and it's in a Denmark name. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, hook it up. And I'm looking around for this guy with a camera and this and that. And then I'm like, hey, Matthias, where's this, Stein? He's like, oh, that's my girlfriend. I'm like, what, girl? I'm like, I look behind, she's a nice, very nice looking young blonde girl. I'm like, oh my God, I totally thought you were a man, I'm sorry. But she's making like videos. That is the leader's mom right now of the Super Mini class, Mrs. Ness, right there, Adrian Ness.
Oh, she's pumped.
She is jacked for her son. Liam, now she's not pumped. We got her on screen. Going on right now. Up now, he saved it, coming back in. Where's he at? Oh, he went over the finish right there. Look at the mom. This is the kind of stress that goes through a mom right here. We got a great camera angle. I'm gonna have to put this up on Facebook. She's gonna love this when she sees this moment.
Oh my, it's amazing. So there we go. We're gonna head to commercial here, Caldy, but that is amazing stuff right there.
You can't get more wound about watching your kid ride right there. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Fox Sports Racing Live action of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series here in Hamilton. All right, we are back live inside the First Ontario Centre once again for the Supercross Tour. Oh, in the background right now, the kids are going down. We got the 50cc track, or 50cc class on the track. The Parts Canada Amateur All-Star kids. Man, there's kids laying everywhere. We got to get a camera shot of these kids laying everywhere. This is amazing. Out there in the rhythm section, 4 kids down. Kyle, we're getting ready for our 450 LCQ action out there, and it's going to be. It's not as stacked as that 250 one, but it's going to deliver the same kind of action. It just has to be.
You got to be
it's
top
the MO
3 to get in. Yeah, so top 3 in the LCQ gets you into that main event where the cash money is. So everybody wants to be there. Here we go. 50's on the track right now, getting through those moguls, those whoop-de-doos.
Yeah, so these are a little bit different than what we watched earlier. The P-Dubs or the CRFs, they're more like a trail-type bike or a model very beginnerish, where these are actually race bikes. They have full suspension on there, full motor done, pipes, all that kind of stuff. These kids are the ones that are getting a little more serious. These are the future of Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series right here, and we could be watching one of our champions right here inside of Hamilton. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad way. These guys get to race here out in Hamilton. Oh, there's some issues
There's
there.
that's Penny Turner. That's Penny Turner right there. Lily Turner winning the P-Dub class earlier. So Penny having a little bit more of a struggle with her sister. Do you think the little sister kind of pokes the bear a little bit?
You know I would.
You
know I would. There you go. So Penny Turner having some issues there in the moguls. But yeah, it's a very cool setup for these guys and could be a future Triple Crown champion out here in the mix in the Hamilton Supercross. So very cool for these guys to be able to race here in the First Ontario Centre.
We've got a shot just in the background on 450 LCQs getting ready to go. We're going to go over to some social media tidbits here. We had a ton of good stuff this week. Taking it. Oh, there's your guy.
That's my guy.
That's your guy. The 12 o'clock.
Look at that.
That's dirty. That is pretty cool. And Moss coming out about well wishes to him. Let's hoping that whatever happened in that crash is okay. There's Cade Clayson right there. That is from Quebec. He is still that happy right now, though, too, I'm sure, for winning the heat race.
I like this.
And look at that.
Colt Fasciati, we just talked about this.
2002, that is a picture of Colt Fasciati right there.
Look at the flow on this kid. Does he play hockey? He's got some lettuce up there, eh?
Top dangles.
Taylor McCoy there, the part of the LCD crew. Out here, he's a snowcross guy. And then the Triple Crown Series hosting up from a throwback there. John Moffenbauer here last year.
Winning that 250 division. They're still getting a cup of the OG after a podium out there like that. He's got to have the OG to energize him. I got to like, obviously we got to give Rockstar lots of love. They're big supporters of ours. But I like what their athletes do online or in Instagram with the very unique and intricate ways of how they drink a Rockstar.
Oh, man, there's so many good ones out there. You got Dean Wilson, who we've seen in Montreal. They have a lot of the American, either snowboard guys, skateboard guys, BMX. Yeah. If you're a fan of any action sports, you need to start following any of the Rockstar guys. They have very creative content and very cool to see Phil Nicoletti there chugging it at a podium.
Well, I see the one of Nicoletti is when he was on the gate and they threw it to him. He catches it and he smashes it on his head. And then he's drinking it through his helmet and goggles and then does a start as he's training.
I was
that. Sometimes people look at those things as these cheesy moments because of their sponsors and whatnot, but I'm I like it. I think it's cool to see that, and I feel like it helps the rider kind of bring a little bit of maybe their, if they are that kind of person, a quiet personality to life a little bit, kind of opens them up, and very cool. Big shout out, big thank you to our Rockstar Energy family out there for supporting the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series here as we're watching our 50 cc's, the 450 LCQ getting ready to go on the gate. One rider we're going to be missing is Sean Moffenbauer. We're trying to get a report to see what the damage is there, but we saw the crash. I believe that you had a video shot. Someone sent you a video. It looked he did get the full tuck over on him, but it looked like maybe his legs kind of hooked.
I think it was originally what happened was he got caught up with a guy in front of him, and he went to go high side, but he was on a jump high side and he planted his foot. So either an ankle or a knee injury, a joint injury, maybe even a broken bone, but he planted his foot real hard into the face of a jump, and then he toppled over. So I think that the impact on that foot plant was the issue.
Look at the hair on Donald Turner and the beard on his mechanic. That right there is gold. Well, he needs to get Vidal Sassoon. Is it Pert even a hair product anymore? I don't even know.
I don't know. That's a good question. We need to look into that.
Anybody out there want to Google and text us that one and see if Pert is
Pert
still
Plus.
Pert Plus. But there it is. There's the hair and there. We'll get a glimpse of that beard here in a second. The 752 Donald Turner, one of the vet riders out here. And there's actually Derek Ham, the 136, another plus 30 rider out here, getting some experience and kind of joining in the fun here at the Rockstar Triple Crown Series. It's kind of cool. These are Supercrosses. These are a little bit gnarly, but they're not so far-fetched that guy at home can still kind of come and get a chance and just sort of test the waters, Kyle.
Yeah, and I've seen actually a lot of videos of Derek Ham kind of getting ready, obviously through his social media. He was riding Vision tracks there just out of Putnam, not too far from here. And that's Brandon Dean, who works with the Jetworks crew here, building this track. So very cool to see Derek out here. Look at the fist bumps. These guys are ready to do battle in that last 3 spots there, Galdi. There's 6 of them out there. I think we lost a couple, so down to 6, only 3 go on.
We got the ZZ Top mechanic and the full Rockstar haircut. I can't even stop talking about it. I just love it when we see that stuff on TV. It's pretty cool. Ty Shemko there, the 197, just kind of get himself back into the sport. Took 8 years off. 8 years off. Won a intermediate, I can't remember, junior intermediate moto at our Transcan 8 years ago. Had some struggles, got himself back going there, got a job, all that kind of stuff. Him and his dad right there on the gate. And they come back and they finished 3rd this year at the 450 intermediate. And because of that, he is able to become a pro. That's the
Wow,
rule. So
that's
here he
a
is.
cool story
This
there.
is his
Hey, right
first
on.
pro race right here as a pro racer. So awesome to see. Ty Shemko, love him. A real good kid, real good dad, and awesome to see. And here he is. He's got a chance to make a main event. 6 riders on the gate. Only 3 go here, Kyle.
Oh, I love it. You know I love the LCQs, Galdi. It's do or die. It's either you're going to the main to chase down some cash or you're taking your gear off and you're loading the bike up. And it comes down to a 6-lap LCQ. And you see Cartwright right there trying to view some of the lines here for these LCQs. Maybe take a little note off the gate here. See how this gate's dropping. See how quick it's dropping for that main event.
All right, the Rockstar Energy 30 board is to the sky. Who's going to grab the RoyalStributing.com hole shot? Derek Ham letting way back from that start here. Now he's going to try to get that jump. He's going to roll that gate just a little bit, and he's going to time it. The gate is down. He doesn't really get that jump. Zeka, Turner, Ham. Look at Turner sliding himself in there right now.
Here's Shemko.
Whoa, we lost one rider already in the back. That's Josh Smith and Shemko to the lead right here. Ty Shemko looking to get it in his first main event and his first pro race here, Kyle.
Wow, pretty awesome. And Derek Ham and Dario Zeka just in front of the Donald Turner, the long hair, Pert Plus rider.
Turner and Zeka, that is where it's going to have to happen right now. Ham's got that second spot right now. Zeka's in there. Here comes Turner. He's going to run it in right now. The long hair is pointed through the whoop section.
Impressive here. Shemko gets a roll in there. That starts the rhythm section. It looks like Ham's pulling up the backside there, Galdi.
All right, so Shemko, Ham, 1 and 2, and Zeka right there. Turner losing a little bit of time. Turner's got to try to close that gap up on Zeka right now. The 73 of Zeka's got that final spot, but Turner's got to put the hammer down if he wants to get in there. Wouldn't his daughters be stoked if he got himself into that main event? Earned his spot. Last year, sometimes our gates weren't enough full where he got in there. But this year, he could possibly earn that spot. That's going to feel good in the family at home.
Yeah, especially with Lily Turner taking that main event win. Penny Turner getting in the main event. He needs to get in there so it's not a long ride home with his 2 daughters.
All right, so Turner right now trying to chase down Zeka. That is the spot right there. And Turner's there. He's kind of closing it in just a little bit. He's feeling pretty good out here. Up over the double one more time. A little bit of a whip there from the Vet Master rider right there as well. So Shemko, Ham, Zeka, and Turner. Look at this. Turner's pushing right now. Donald Turner is pushing.
Yeah, no, Donald Turner there, the number 87, looking strong here late in this LCQ. We're about halfway through this thing. He needs to start putting pressure on Zeka, maybe force a mistake and get him in one of those tight corners, Galdi, like we've seen in those heat races.
Yeah, Zeka just stretching it right there, doing a little bit of a different rhythm, not jumping off the high line in that rhythm section, kind of staying lower to the ground. Funny, I seen Turner out there just before I come up to the live camera, and he's talking about that triple we just seen him do. He's like, man, I haven't done it yet. I got to do it. He goes, I know it's not big, but I just got to do it, and doing it every lap now.
No problem at all. So Turner trying to get by Zeka, and this is for the bubble spot. This is the last position in that main event where you get the big cash. And look at Turner now putting that pressure on Zeka going into that tunnel.
This is it right here. This is the battle we have for the final spot into the transfer for that main event. Turner runs it in. Does it screw himself up? No, they both have to double. Up the inside line, Turner. He can't do the double with 1 lap to go.
So Turner giving up a lot of room there. He's going to have to really push it here, Galdi.
He's going to have to grab it away. Going to have to grab a gear and go for it here if he's going to want to get himself that main event. Shemko's got that handle right now, that Kawasaki Fox gear. Privateer looks like he's going to get himself into his first main event as a pro racer. Here he is, the final lefter, up over the triple. Ty Shemko, no problem, going to bring it home here and get himself into that main event. Same with Derek Ham, no problem at all, the final. And it's going to be Dario Zeka. Dario Zeka is going to be the last transfer slot to make it into that main event right there. Getting himself going on. So not as quite as exciting as hype as we wanted, but kind of cool to see Dario Zeka earn his way into, because him and Donald Turner last year got in because sometimes our gates were in full. They earned that spot this time to get there. Pretty cool.
Yeah, both those guys definitely trying a little bit more, putting a little bit more practice in during the week. A lot more Supercross tracks popping up through Canada, so that's cool to see.
If you can believe this, we are getting ready for our main events. But before that, it's time to take a bathroom break. Grab that Rockstar, get your legs up, get relaxed, because the main events are next here live on Fox Sports Racing for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series here in Hamilton. We will be right back. All right, and we are back live on Fox Sports Racing. We welcome everybody at home or around the globe watching the Two Wheels TV app and joining us here inside the First Ontario Center. Look at there, the 6-time hanging out with the 2-time. That's 8-time.
That's a lot of.
There's
That's
a
championships.
yeah.
How many we got? How many we got? We're pretty good, right?
Are we counting like amateur ones?
We'll count
Or
whatever we
vet, or
can
vet
get.
ones?
You got some hockey ones?
Yeah,
Can we
some
count
hockey
those?
ones. I actually do have one hockey one. But you know what's cool, actually? I want to allude to something. I kind of brought this up to you before. Both these guys running the SSS suspension, Joe Skid, superior suspension settings. And I just found out today that Joe, between the JSR days, the Blair Morgan days, the Al Dick days back in the 80s, and now the current times, he's got Phil Nicoletti, all kinds of guys. He has won 41 championships. Oh, he puts these two guys to shame that are on screen right now. He puts these two guys to shame.
He was probably
on
sipping
screen
red
right
wine
now.
the whole time when he was doing it.
Well,
Very
you know
cool.
what? And no better time to do it right now because I caught up with the guy that is on the screen. Let's go catch up with Dylan. I had to poke a little. I kind of poked the bear today. I think you're
There
going to
you
like
go.
this one. Let's talk
I like
with
it.
Dylan Wright. Having a good laugh here with my guy Dylan Wright, 2-time champion already this year, looking to sew up that Triple Crown. Supercross only 7 points out. The reason why I want to pick your brain, you've got this status now. You're like this elite athlete, winning, the guy everybody's chasing. And then we go to Quebec City, and you go back to this old Dylan Wright guy, all over the track, making big mistakes. But I kind of want to poke a little fun of that. Obviously, I'm glad everything's okay. So, but how did that? Not how did it happen, but where did it kind of come from? Does it look like that night you just kind of rushed everything?
Yeah, I mean, it all started with just not getting a good start. They held the gate pretty long, and I kind of like just didn't get a good jump. And I was kind of making my way through on the first lap. I kind of rushed a couple passes on the first lap, and then just kind of unfortunate. Got sawed off on the first lap, went down, and then I was like last place. And I mean, in a race that's so short, you don't have time to kind of make up and take. And you kind of got to take a little unnecessary risks. And I mean, there's friggin' guys everywhere, so I ended up going down a second time, just kind of same kind of thing. A guy made a mistake, came across the track into me, went down, but I mean, it's just, it is what it is. It's indoor racing, it's tight, and even though like the result wasn't there, I feel like my speed was good. I mean, we won a heat race, and I was actually riding with the leaders, even though I was kind of like a lap down or just whatever.
Oh, you were that guy.
Yeah, I was kind of that guy. But yeah, no, it wasn't a good night, but you know, we'll take it. His speed was there. Felt good. Just kind of a couple unfortunate stuff. Some of it wasn't even my fault. It just kind of was like wrong place, wrong time type deal. But yeah, kind of move forward. Just don't dwell on the past.
Well, that's kind of what I want to get to. Now that you're this guy that knows how to win and how to stay on top, how do you just kind of put it behind, like, you know, young kids at home watching, Dylan, what happened? How did it happen? You know, how do you, like, recover for that? And just like you said, now you put it in the past. You bury it. You don't, like, sit in the moment. You go past. How do you do that as that athlete now, knowing that that's whatever, that's old news, I'm here to win again?
Yeah, I feel like last weekend or a couple weekends ago, it was almost like easier for me because I feel like both the incidents that happened weren't really my fault. It was just, like I said, wrong place, wrong time. So, I mean, you just kind of, you just go back to the drawing board and just get a better start, you know? I mean, it all comes down to like just basics realistically. And I don't know, over the years, you kind of would mature and you just kind of, you know, a bad weekend does happen every once in a while. I mean, it happens. I mean, we haven't had a lot this year, so it's kind of like everybody's like, oh, yeah, it was a bad weekend. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just, it happens in racing. But, you know, just move forward, like you say. Obviously, it just gets easier with time. You know, you get used to it. Obviously, I don't like losing, and I hate not being on the top of the box. But hopefully bounce back this weekend, get back on the top of the box, and go into the off-season, you know, feeling good and healthy.
Did Mr. Retired poke fun at you at all? Did he get you revved up?
I didn't even talk to him about the race on the weekend. I didn't really talk to anybody. We kind of just loaded up, left, and forgot about it. Like we didn't talk about it. We were more talking about some stuff, kind of heading into the off season, get ready for next year more than anything. So, you know, kind of just more about that and how we can prepare best for the off season. You know,
Well, that's something I want to talk about. I think you're pretty secure in your team and all that kind of stuff. Silly season coming upon us, but I think the question looming on maybe TV land and everybody is are we going 450 next year? Are we going with the big dogs now that Colton's retired? That spot's got to be filled, and I guess you're the guy. I don't know. You might be the guy to fill it.
Yeah, we got some news coming out this week about kind of what my deal is going to look like here moving forward. I can't really shed too much light on it just yet about kind of what's going on behind the scenes, but yes. Just check social media and stuff early this week coming up for some news, and can't say which bike it's going to be on or what the program's going to be, but it's exciting and looking forward to kind of this off season and getting going. You know.
So we're going to hear news about next year, and also probably watch you play with dogs. and nieces and nephews and all that good stuff as well on your social. You like to have fun.
Yeah, I like to consider myself somewhat a family guy, you know, away from the track. You know, we do business at the track, and that's kind of our job, but away from the track, you know, just live it
Like a living mullet. Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah.
But that's how you live your life.
less party, though. I don't party too
Well,
much.
not the party part, but yeah, we're letting go, having fun.
Yeah, have fun. I mean, even this time of the year with Supercross, it's a little less stressful for us. I mean, outdoors is over. I'm going to be honest, been riding probably not that much, you know. I've just been kind of...
Don't let the competition hear that, eh?
Just been having some fun, you know, but I feel good on the bike, and, you know, I'm healthy, so that's always good. And like I said, get through this last round healthy and more or less just focus on next year right now, yeah.
All right, there we go. Great chat with Dylan Wright talking about that mistake in Quebec. The boys here are getting ready for their hot lap before our 250 main event. Dylan Wright right up the inside, Tyler Medallia, Logan Carnell, Luke Renzland, and Tanner Ward. Dakota Alex somewhere down there as well. We are going to bring it back here to the front of the line right here, and we're looking at the rest of the riders. Who's all just getting set. So we're going to get that hot lap, which is all about just kind of take a look at the course, sort of see what the track is all about. There it is, the gates down for that hot lap. It is time for us to take a quick little commercial, and we'll be right back with that 250 main event. Commercial of our red plate, Luke Renzland coming through the big smoke screen here, and he's trying to close out his first ever Canadian Supercross championship, first Canadian title in his first year up here, and he's got a good chance. He's got a 7-point lead on Dylan Wright. The boys are stacked back here for our 250 main event, and I'll tell you what, it is going to be a barn burner out here right now. Dylan Wright looked good. Tyler Medallia is on a roll right now. Luke Renzland is super comfy out there. Tanner Ward getting those great starts. Anybody could bring home this main event, and the boys are getting ready. There's Matthias Jorgensen. We met him earlier right there. He's got the GoPro up on his helmet right there, so we'll take a look at some of the action right there. But there it is, Travis Delnicki all the way to the left, Gilliam St. Cyr, Marco Canella, Weston Rosina, Dakota Alex, Davey Frazier, Matthias Jorgensen right there beside the box. The 14 is Tanner Ward, Luke Renzland, the 94 red plate, Logan Carnell, Tyler Medallia, and Dylan Wright right up the inside, and behind him, Quinn Amiot, Christopher De Silva, and somewhere back there would be Jack Wright as well, Mr. Lucky. Jack made it all right on that last lap.
He did. He got in there. He slid in there at the last corner after making that mistake in the tunnel there. So Jack Wright going to try to do something here in the main event. But look for that top, guys. If you get behind, if red plate, Luke Renzland gets too far back, it could be a struggle getting through here. And Dylan Wright gets that hole shot. So keep an eye on those guys. As also watch the battle for the final podium position between the three PRMX guys. 1 point separates Logan Carnell, Weston Rosina, and Matthias Jorgensen.
Okay.
So keep an eye on that little battle.
So much action going on here tonight with this kind of stuff, and I'll tell you what, man, we're going to have a great main event. The 250, this is going to be a 15-lap main event here inside the First Ontario Centre, downtown Hamilton, getting ready to go. Ready to rock. The 30 board is to the sky. It is time to go racing, fans. We hope you are enjoying the show live on Fox Sports Racing and the Two Wheel TV app. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson in the booth for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. The board is to 5. Who is going to grab the RoyalDistributing.com hole shot? The revs are up. The gate is down. Who got the jump? Renzland got a hold of Carnell.
Jorgensen went down there, and it looks like Medaglia and Carnell
and Wright and Ward and Renzland right at the tail of that. So Wright got himself not a bad start, and it looks like Rosina was down. So Matthias Jorgensen and Rosina taking themselves out. Carnell right now looking good to claim that third spot.
There we go. Going over the finish line. Very slick before the finish line. We've seen a lot of guys losing traction there. And watch for Medaglia. He's going to try to be aggressive early.
Whoa, Dylan Wright going wide as he opened the door for Renzland. No. All right, so Dylan Wright already trying something a little bit different than what Carnell and Medaglia. So we got Team PRMX in the lead. Monster Energy Alpine Strip, Pillar Kawasaki in that second spot, and Dylan Wright sitting in that third position. Already locked up that Triple Crown, but he wants to try to get the Supercross Championship. And if Renzland stayed fourth and Wright win this race, they would tie in points. So we could possibly have a crazy ending here, Kyle.
Yeah, so Dylan Wright's got to get by the two Cowie riders and keep Luke Renzland back where he is. Looks like Tanner Ward just jumping into your screen in the background. So Tanner Ward sitting fifth. Davey Fraser, Dakota Alex, Weston Rosina, Jack Wright, and Quinn Amiot all there running the top 10.
All right, so Carnell, Medags, Wright, Renzland heading into the tunnel. Oh, Medags is down.
No.
Medags is down in the tunnel. The luck just ran out for the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki team. Carno, Wright, and Renson. 1, 2, 3 up over top of the finish line right now.
Yeah, so the track is getting slick in some areas there, Galdy's really packed in. Where it was tacky early on, now it's got down to that hard base, and these guys are losing a lot of traction.
All right, so Dylan Wright right now on screen sitting in that second spot. Team PRMX, Logan Carno, man, he is really stretching that lead as he comes back into the main part of the building up over the finish line. Dylan Wright in second spot, Renson in third right now. A bit of space here early on in this main event, Kyle.
Yeah, so these guys really kind of gapping out, trying to feel each other out early on here. We're about 4 laps into this 15-lap main event, so as we get closer to the end, these guys are going to start sprinting.
One rider going down the background. We can hear the crowd erupting, and that was Davey Fraser. Whoa, Quinn Amiot just went down as well, but back to the front. Dylan Wright. Logan Carno just had about 10 bike lengths. Dylan Wright's got it down to 2. One lap can change so quick here in Arena or Supercross.
Yeah, and Logan Carno trying to get, look at that, Quinn Amiot right in that main line. Just brushed his shoulders there with Logan Carno. And look at Dylan Wright right up the inside.
Boom, Dylan Wright wants to end this series with a win to bring home that Triple Crown Series. Right now, that's a 5-point difference. Still Renson right now able to bring home that title, but man, Dylan Wright is doing everything right to bring home a win here.
Yeah, so Dylan Wright, he's going to need a little bit of help here. He sees Tanner Ward not too far behind Renslin. He needs Tanner Ward to make that pass on Renslin for Dylan Wright to claim this championship and make it a three-peat for the year. To the whoops, looks like Renslin's starting to make a push, but look at Medaglia here.
Oh, he's coming back up, yeah. Whoa, he gets caught up on that inside hay bale right now. Medag's pushing hard on the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki, but the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing leading the way right now. Okay, so back into the building they go as we're watching Tanner Ward on screen right now. That is 4th place. He's chasing down Renson right now. That lead pack is Wright, Carno, and Renson right now all over the back end of Carno here.
Yeah, so it's going to be a defensive battle here for Carno as he's slipping back, and Dylan Wright has gone away. A little mistake there out of the 471. And, oh,
whoa, a little mistake out of the 94 as well.
Back and forth here.
You know, the track's deteriorating underneath these guys. It's a bit soft in that rhythm section. They're pounding through right now to get through it, but any little bobble mistake, it's so hard to adapt right here. But you can see it's very easy to close back up on that rider top.
Yeah, so it's a halfway point here. Luke Renslin just going to try to seal the deal. He pushes into second here. Looking right around the outside, Goldie.
Wow, he's trying to make that push right there. I think next lap around, if he tries that same move, unless he makes the pass right here, side by side through the rhythm section. The red plate versus the privateer. PRMX Kawasaki rider with a strict gear on the top.
Yeah, so that move right there, getting him in a second, would just solidify him and put him at 2-2-2 on the series and take that overall. Obviously not getting the main event win.
2-2-2 to claim a championship. Nothing wrong with that consistency right there. Look at that. He goes 3-3 this time. Is he going to dive up the inside? Yes, he's got the drive. He's got the pass on Carno. Luke Renslin into second place. Royal Distributing MX 101 FXR Yamaha rider right there. Red plate solidifying that championship. He's already got it wrapped up if he stays there. The 2-2-2, as you just said, brings it home. And lots of lap traffic going the way, and they're down to the concrete.
Tanner Ward and Tyler Medaglia pushing up the backside of Logan Carno now. Oh, look at that Jack Wright case in there. So look at the battle just in behind Renslin. It's shaping up good for that final podium spot.
Wow, and here comes Tanner Ward. He's trying to go around the outside. No, trying to tuck that shoulder. Tyler Medaglia on Tanner Ward. They're going at it here, the veteran versus the young one.
Look at that line by Tyler.
What a pass. He drove that one in. Now, that's an experienced passer. And here comes Dakota Alex behind it as well.
A little bit of a teammate battle just outside that top 5 there.
Man, lap traffic is insane right now. They're lapping all the way up into nearly the top 7 riders
look at
right
this.
now.
Dakota Alex goes down trying to make that pass on his teammate.
Whoa, and Tanner Ward throws it away in the whoops just ahead of him. So both the KTMs go down and open the door up for Tyler Medaglia, who still has a chance. There in the rhythm section. He's all over the back end of Carno right now. It is absolute pandemonium out here, Kyle Thompson.
Right now, battle on track. Just going by our screen there. Carno and Medaglia for that last podium spot. Let's see what shakes up with those two.
All right, so Dylan Wright way up front. He's got this on lock if he stays smooth. Renslin kind of alone in that second spot, but here comes Medags right in front of us here. Medags on screen trying to make the pass on the outside of Carno just behind Renslin. He's got it again. He makes the inside line work.
Wow, Medaglia is putting a hard push on here. We got about 3 laps to go, and he has the number 94 red-plated bike in sight to make a move into second.
All right, that would help Dylan Wright, but not enough right now as we're starting to whittle down here. We are on lap 13 Lap 13, so 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go here in this main event, Kyle.
What a statement ride out of number 5. After having that early incident, dropping outside that top 5, he's made a push back up into the 3rd spot here. He's got Rensland in sight. There's Dylan Wright going through the tunnel.
Dylan Wright coming out of that tunnel one more time. Honda Canada GDR Fox Raider up in the lead.
White
What
flag,
a rebound right there. 1 lap to go, Kyle. 1 lap to go. He will lose this championship by a mere 4 points if Rensland hangs on to it. But I'll tell you what a year for Dylan Wright and the Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing team. Absolute crazy what a turnaround for this young kid, the number 19 right now, bringing home the action. 1 last turn to go. The winner here in the 250 main event, Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing, Dylan Wright, everybody.
Wow, good ride by Dylan Wright, taking that win there. Luke Rensland is your champion, though, the 2019 SX Tour champion.
And Tyler Medallia hangs on to that 3rd spot. Wow, Kyle. Another absolute crazy main event. That is what the people come here to do. That's what they want to see. That is what the tickets are paid for. And that is what you fans at home love to watch here for the Rockstar and Triple Crown Series. Wow, it is time for me to race down to the podium. We are going to go to commercial. I'm going to go talk to the top 3 and our Triple Crown champion and our new Supercross champion here for the Rockstar and Triple Crown Series. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Put a shirt on for
And there you have it, Dylan Wright taking that main event win in Dylan Wright fashion, pulling away there at the end and getting away from his nemesis in this championship here, Luke Rensland, who ended up with the championship. Obviously, Dylan Wright getting that win. He needed Luke Rensland to get 4th there. Right down there on the field there, the whole GDR crew pretty pumped on the year. Dylan Wright getting that Triple Crown championship, the MX Tour championship, and the AX Tour championship. He'll finish 2nd in this one. What a great year. Very interesting to see what happens to Dylan Wright going forward, to see if he's going to stay and try to defend that championship in the 250 class or move to the big bike class. We got Galdi down there with some of the riders.
All right, welcome back, Fox Sports Racing Live fans. Ryan Gall down here in the trenches of the podium, getting ready to talk to our top 3. And, of course, our Triple Crown Series champion. I'm going to bring in here the number 19 Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing Ride. It is finally over. 15 rounds. You are now the new Rockstar and Triple Crown Series champion, Dylan, and you bring home the win tonight. It's got to feel good because I kind of poked fun at you about the Quebec round. You turned it all around, dude, man. Just what a season. What an amazing year. It just tell me what's going through your mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was good to end the season off on that note, you know. It's been a long season, battling with all these guys. I mean, everybody's riding really good. I mean, I feel like we're all at the top of our game here at the end of the season because we've been riding so much. And, you know, to come out with the win at the end of the year and carry that momentum into the offseason is going to be big. And, yeah, obviously couldn't do it without my whole team, Honda Canada, GDR, Fox Racing, my mechanic, Kyle, Colton, Derek, you know, just everybody behind the scenes working their ass off to kind of keep us racing and keep us on the top of the box.
Well, congratulations, Dylan. We're going to get you ready to go up there and talk to the boys there. Your new 250 Triple Crown champion, Rockstar Energy. Right there is Dylan Wright. I'm going to talk to Tyler Medallia coming over here, who just got 3rd in that final SX main event. Tyler Medallia, final 3rd in there. I know you're not happy. I kind of tossed it away, but man, I'll tell you what, the end of the year was so good. I feel like you just want to restart that thing with the way things are clicking.
Yeah, exactly. It just took me a while. You know, it's been since 2011 since I rode a 250, so, you know, it takes a while to get back acclimated, basically. So, yeah, I mean, like you said, I had a great start. My bike was working good. I pretty much had that race, you know, it was mine to lose, and I lost it. I tossed it away. I came into a rut under the balcony and hit a boulder about like this big, and it just took my front end away. So, but, you know, to charge back and get back onto the podium is a good way to end off my 250 career. All
right, buddy. Congratulations on a great ride. We're going to get you up the podium shot. So right there, 3rd spot in that Supercross main event. Going to bring in Logan Carno here live on Fox Sports Racing. Come on here on the Team PRMX. Kawasaki's going to finish 3rd overall in the SX Tour side of the portion here. Just off the box as far as the finish goes here, but another great series of Supercross. You really tend to like this stuff there, but in that race there, it looked like you were riding real good, and then just something getting tighter was at the lap track. Man, you guys, lappers were everywhere at one point.
Yeah, I feel like I rode pretty good, like the first half of the race, and then I don't know, I kind of tightened up when I got around the lappers. I knew they were coming, kind of got a little bit of arm pump in my right arm, but it's cool. I'll take it.
Third spot to make you happy. I mean, you guys in the team, kind of a smaller effort, but I tell you, man, a lot of heart under that tent.
Yeah, we try our best, and it's starting to show, that's for sure.
Awesome, Logan. Congrats on that third spot overall. We're going to get up there and do the trophy. So Logan Carno finishing third in that Supercross Tour Championship. We're going to catch up with our new champion here in just a minute, the Royal Distributing FXR MX101 Yamaha rider, Luke Renslin. The first title for him in Canada, his first year here in Canada, and bringing back that red plate and a title under that MX101 tent, which is so important to team manager Kevin Tyler, who finished off. And we know that they're one of the strongest 250 teams. And very cool to see Luke Renslin bring it home. And he's one of those characters that you just love and you want to see him win. We like having him up here, and we know he's going to come back and do a masterful job here in 2020 for that Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series as well. Just doing his home base interview there, wrapping stuff up. And you got to think that Kevin Tyler, the team manager, they're very happy at home right there. Wearing that number 1 play. Get a shot of this, Marty. Wearing that number 1 right there. Going down here, Luke, right now, right here on the live Fox Sports Racing. Buddy, right there. There it is, the one. You are a champion. It took 3 series and a couple off-road events, but you made it happen here, Luke, man. Congratulations. Just tell me what's going through your mind. And a short series, but, man, a championship is a championship, and you won.
Yeah, for sure. The short series and these tight little tracks make for the unknown to happen. You know, you honestly, with a 7-point cushion coming in here, that was not enough for me to be comfortable, you know. So anything can happen here. One little mistake in the short race can cost you the season for sure. So, yeah, it's been a great full year up here, first year in Canada. Would love to come back again next year if I have the opportunity and be able to represent a single-digit number next year. That would be cool.
I guess we're going to do you have a choice of that single digit now that you're a champion? You get to pick it. Can we let anybody know what you'd like to wear?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning towards the 6. I've ran number 6 at Loretta's and won some amateur titles with that number, so that's kind of what I'm leaning towards now, but I guess I got to see the list and see what's available and pick from that.
Maybe a 6, but right now, the number 1. Congratulations to the Road Distributing FXR Yamaha team. Luke Renslin is your 2019 Rockstar Energy Triple Crown 250 SX Tour champion. Kyle, the boys are wrapping up. We're going to pop some champagne. I'll send it back up to the booth here, guys. We still got the 450 main and lots more to happen here live on Fox Sports Racing.
And there you have it. Luke Renslin getting that championship, the SX Tour. Came in as a heavy favorite here to the Triple Crown this year. Just couldn't make it happen in arena cross or motocross, having some incidents, having some bike failures outdoors, just not making it happen in the arena cross. But here he goes, consistent way, the 2-2-2 all the way to the championship here in the Supercross. So good on him. And the MX101 guys are back on top. We've seen a lot of championships out of those guys in the past. The Jess Pettis's, the Luke Renslins now, the Sean Moffenbauer. So adding another championship there. We've seen a lot of wins out of those guys over the last few years. So good to see them back on top. Dylan Wright there on stage. And it'll end up being Luke Renslin with the Supercross Championship. Dylan Wright second, and Logan Carno, the PRMX rider. I know it came down to those 1 point separating the teammates of Rosina and Matthias. So good job on Carno. Ended up third there. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the 450 action.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fox Sports Racing Live and, of course, the Two Wheels TV app. We hope you're enjoying, man. What a 250 main event. Those podiums are taking my breath away. Taking my breath away down there, trying to organize to get going. But, man, great job, Zebbo. Our guy on the floor did a good job, and I hope it sounded good when we were up here. The boys were pretty stoked. Luke Renslin leaning on the 6. Leaning on the 6, yeah. Leaning on the 6.
I like that 6, yeah. So single digit for him after sealing the deal on the championship with the MX101 guys. Hope to see El Dozer back here in Canada.
I believe you. I think you have to, as the team and the manager and the whole idea. He was right there. He was a championship threat. A couple little mishaps. I feel like now he's got his feet in the water. He realizes what the tracks are like, what the scene is like, what's the whole outcome of it all. And I like him. I like him up here. I think he fits our series well.
Yeah, no, he's a great fit, good personality, and that 250 class. He just adds a nice little element there. And he was there all season, just had some bad luck and some bike issues there. And he made it happen when it counted at the end, the Supercross Tour.
And here we go. The 450 hot lap is on track right now, and there is a shot of the red plate. Phil Nicoletti, 2 points up on Cole Thompson here for the SX Tour. And literally when the gate drops, he has solidified the Triple Crown, the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Championship, and the $100,000 payout. All he has to do is cross the gate, and he is that champion. But it could be almost like what Renzen just did, 2-2-2 to win it. Could be consistency that wins the $100,000 and not win a title if Cole Thompson wins his SX title.
Yeah.
And then what about the magician that we watched out there of Cade Clayson? This guy could come out of nowhere and claim this title.
He could.
All right, imagine this if Cole gets second, if Phil gets third, and Clayson wins, he wins the title.
It could very well happen.
This could be very crazy tonight. This is awesome. Only 4 points separating 3 riders.
Yeah, 4 points. And then we can't count out the dark horse here. Matt Gerke, 7 points back. We know he's got the speed to win. He's very good on the indoors. So he gets a win. Things get a little diced up behind him, and things could be different.
All right, as the boys prepare, look at that. We got Nicoletti. Funny, look at this. Nicoletti up the inside compared to him being on the outside of his heat race there. Was that, obviously getting that first gate pick helps that stuff, but is that something that strategy or just trying to play it safe? What do you think, Kyle?
He might be playing it safe there, or he might just try, hope for the jump. Last start, we've seen Cole Thompson actually get to that first corner first, and then Nicoletti dove under him and took the line away into that rhythm section. So interesting, he might have something up here. At least he's got nobody to the one side of him, the right side of, the left side of him, the right side of us, to deal with. So that is one less guy to worry about.
And of course, the guys in the back row there getting themselves ready. Derek Ham, Dario Zecca, and Ty Shemko, the riders that got themselves through that last chance in the back row. The hot lap is done. 14 and a half rounds of racing are done. The $100,000 is about to be done. But there's one thing left on the table, and that is our SX Tour title. And 4 riders within 7 points. Let's fire them up, boys. It is main event time here on Fox Sports Racing Live for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series inside the First Ontario Centre, downtown Hamilton, Ontario. The final main event of 2019. It has been a year, another year of making history, breaking barriers, and getting the job done at every point possible from every angle. And it all comes to an end right here, live on television. The Rockstar Energy 30 board is to the sky. We are getting ready, Kyle. I get the jitters right here, buddy. We got 20 laps till we crown champions and give away money and close the doors on another amazing year for motocross and the wonderful country of Canada. We love it. We can only expect wonderful things like we just saw in the 250 class. We're hoping for the best. We want some drama. We want to have struggles to add up those points here. I want to be sweating. The revs are getting ready to go. Who's going to grab the final RoyalDistributing.com whole shot of 2019? Here we go. Thompson and Gerke. Gerke swinging wide. Thompson to the lead. And he's able to jump on, so is Nicoletti, and he passes there. So 1 and 2, here we go.
So 1 and 2 in the championship and 1 and 2 in this race here. Cole Thompson, Nicoletti, Gerke, and Clayson, all the top guys up front early. And the things early on, you can try to set the pace here, but also worry about later on the laps. There's going to be a lot of lappers here like we see.
Clayson's in that 4th position right now, so he's going to have to move up. And is he going to get Gerke already right now? No, Gerke able to shut the door right now. This is not good for the competition when Thompson gets up front. He is so sneaky good at these tracks, and the track is in perfect condition right now for 20 laps. But we got to keep an eye. Is Phil Nicoletti going to push the envelope? You know, we got riders in the background there. It looks like Sam Gaynor was parking Josh Cartwright. Yeah, look at the top 4. They have already stretched out to about 8 seconds here, Kyle.
Yeah, so these guys out front got a good pace going. Look at they got the whole section on these guys. And the Cowie boys starting off where they left the heat race here, battling it out as they go by that Royal Distributing chalk line.
All right, so Red Bull Factory KTM Thor Racing rider Cole Thompson, our reigning Supercross champ, in the lead. All he needs to do is win this race, and he'll win that title. Whoa! Phil Nicoletti hitting a Rockstar bail. His foot comes right off the peg there, Kyle.
Yeah, getting a little saucy there off the face of that finish line. And look at Cade Clayson just doing what he did in that heat race, trying everything. He gets by Gerke. I think he's going to make a charge on the leaders here. We're going to see as this shapes up.
He's got the speed. He's got the speed. Oh, he lost a lot of time right there. He screwed up that rhythm section, losing a bit of time. Back underneath the building they go, literally right under the floor we are standing on here in the TV booth. Thompson over the finish line, Nicoletti over the finish line, and now Gerke sitting in that 3rd position. got a little bit of room right now, and now he kind of closes it up a little bit on Gerke. Sorry, on Nicoletti. It's so wild how these guys have these like 3 to 6 bike legs. And then look at this.
Look at
now Phil
Nicoletti.
Nicoletti's all over Thompson. What is going on in here? And Nicoletti not able to do the triple. Thompson pulls it back out again.
Yeah, so it looked like Thompson must have had an issue in that tight corner there, and it looks like Thompson just not hitting his lines the way he normally would. Very smooth and methodical, and Nicoletti able to pull up the backside. Already looking at lappers, it looks like Derek Ham coming to your picture, and Gerke now putting the push in.
Gerke is pushing Nicoletti. Both Gerke and Nicoletti, no love lost for the number 1 of Thompson at all. So maybe Gerke's saying, Philly, let's go. Let's chase him down. Let's boss cat it. And then now Gerke doesn't do the triple and loses 2 or 3 bike lengths. So right now,
that triple is very key. And as the race goes on, it's going to get more rutted. It looks like some blocks are in the way there in the inside.
This is where it could change, Kyle. They are coming into lap traffic. Sam Gaynor is currently sitting in, I'm not even sure what place he's in right now, but Sam Gaynor is at the head pack of about 10 different bikes right now.
Yeah, so look at Thompson weaseling through there, able to get by. So Thompson, it looks like Nicoletti got hung up just a smidge there by Fowler. So Fowler just getting out of the way, looking over his shoulder. Thompson, there Nicoletti, and then Gerke. Clayson dropping off the pace a bit, maybe getting hung up with some lappers.
Our live timing on screen not working totally correct right now. It looks like Gerke's, maybe his transponder not working or something right now because he's not in our timing and scoring, but we know that he is in 3rd position right now. We know that he is in 3rd position right now.
Yeah, Gerke making a push here, Galdi. Trying to get the ground. Look at that. Thompson getting hung up with a lapper. Ryan Derry as they get through that midsection. Thompson
and
down.
Derry gets right in the way. And both Nicoletti and Gerke go by.
Wow.
What was Derry thinking there? Ryan Derry fully getting in the way of the factory pilot of Thompson, and Thompson looks like he's already right back by Gerke.
Wow, right by Gerke there, and he's able to jump into that rhythm and a little different than the other ones. Now he's got his work cut out for him. This is the championship between these 2 guys. Gerke just slipping back to 3rd there.
Lap traffic going to be a huge problem tonight.
Oh, Thompson with another
issue. Mistake, and Gerke unable, and Thompson off the side of the jump, he makes a save. Gerke goes right back by again. Oh my God. Kyle, what is going on? These riders are laying it on the line. $100,000 makes everything go crazy tonight.
Yeah, Thompson goes for that line again. Oh, and he hits some top blocks. Thompson goes down. So Thompson having some issues here. He's down and he's watching this championship slip away.
Kay Clayson not able to make it past, so Thompson is still in that 3rd position as it stands right now.
Yeah, so we're about to hit the halfway mark here, and Thompson about a good 10 seconds down on the lead pack.
Okay, so Gerke now in that 3rd position, in that 2nd position. Nicoletti got his own faith right now. He's already solidified himself as the $100,000 winner. If he wins this, he'll also get the Supercross Tour, which just makes it all that much nicer to bring home the Triple Crown Series title as well. So Rockstar Energy OTSFF, number 54 in the lead. Then it is the number 2 of Matt Gerke, Monster Energy Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki. And then the factory Red Bull KTM of Cole Thompson still sitting in that 3rd position.
Yeah, so Gerke starting to slowly creep up on the backside of Nicoletti, running a little bit quicker time. There's Thompson. He's a good while out there in that 3rd spot, so a little bit out of the running. We'll see if he can make a charge after his 3 incidents in a row there, really causing some problems for the kid.
All right, so Nicoletti through there, and Gerke's kind of just easing his way into the rear fender of Nicoletti right now. You can see him right there, only about 6-7 bike lengths. So Gerke taking chances, and now there's a little bit of open track now for lappers. Maybe Gerke can close that in. He's taking a few different lines here, Kyle, and he's making them work.
Yeah, so these guys aren't able to triple that midsection there, so kind of slowing up through that rhythm. And right there, Nicoletti not losing touch of there, the number 2 right in his rearview mirror.
All right, so Nicoletti and Gerke, 1 and 2 over the finish line. Gerke staying just that little bit lower. Both riders swinging wide, going through the stutter action today. Gerke's electing to go to the outside line, not down the concrete.
Wow, look at this. Gerke making that push.
Gerke right now, the Monster Energy Alpine Star, he triples. Does he make the pass? No. Nicoletti shuts the door.
So now Gerke able to get that triple through the ruts. This could be interesting coming down late in the stages here.
All right, so Yamaha versus Kawasaki. The old bike of Matt Gerke right now under the legs of Phil Nicoletti.
So Nicoletti going back to the inside, giving Gerke that outside drive.
Wow, Gerke seeing what Clayson did to him in that heat race, and now he's trying to do it to Phil Nicoletti.
Oh, he does a triple there. Gerke backing off that triple.
The ruts in that section got to be getting down right deep right there. Look at this. They're down to the concrete on this floor. They're coming up to cross on lap 15 here, Kyle, so there's still 5 to go.
5 to go, and Gerke has definitely got the momentum. Now Nicoletti going back to the inside after the finish line. So inside, and Gerke getting that drive. So look for this late in the stages here as they run into some more lappers.
All right, Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha ride of Phil Nicoletti. Right there, Gerke gets it.
Oh, Gerke cases it.
Gerke comes up super short on that triple right there, but he pulls it through.
Couple lappers here battling for position, so this could be interesting right here. Oh no, Nicoletti not doing that triple. Gerke to the outside.
Wow, such a fan. The lappers don't even know where to go at right now with the way the track is developing.
So this track really just changing things. How he's running. Look at this. Gerke around the outside.
Trying to go to the outside. He's got a slingshot around. He's got the drive. Ryan Gary once again, a little bit of a roadblock. Gary, get out of the way. There's a race going on, and you are not in it.
And there they go, both sliding by. We got about 3 laps to go here, Goldie.
Here it is. Gerke's got the pass underneath. Gerke's got the pass underneath. Matt Gerke's got the pass in the back. The Monster Energy Alpine star, Peter Kawasaki's got the lead here in the final Supercross race. This still gives Phil Nicoletti to the title, though, Kyle.
Yeah, so Nicoletti knows it. He doesn't have to win this race to get the title. Thompson's out of the picture. It looks like Nicoletti is kind of settling into that second spot, holding down that red plate in that championship.
All right, so Matt Gerke under the power right now. We just saw his teammate put in an all-hard ride there to get up to third. Matt Gerke now leading the way. Matt Gerke, first place here in the final main event of 2019. We saw Matt Gerke win the final arena cross. We saw Matt Gerke win in the mud in Manitoba, and now we see Matt Gerke leading the way and maybe winning here at the final Supercross of 2019.
There's Thompson, not too far behind, but it's going to be a stretch for him to catch up to the backside of Nicoletti. Nicoletti getting away there. He's sitting in that second spot. And look at that, these guys navigating through the lappers there. Whoa, a little bit of a traffic jam there. White flag is out.
One lap to go for Matt Gerke.
So Matt Gerke.
Dario Zecca in the way of Phil Nicoletti. Get out of the way, boys. The blue flags are waving. Thompson not that far behind Nicoletti right now. I'll tell you what. There it is. Zecca opens the door with the Monster Energy Alpine Star. Pillar Kawasaki. Oh, Matt Gerke runs into the wall. Just smoked his hand off the wall. Here we go, the final jump. It's going to be checker flags for Matt Gerke. But the 2019 SX Tour champion and $100,000 is going to go to Phil Nicoletti and the Rockstar Energy OTSF team.
What a race there. And Thompson just coming by, catching up to the backside, but just not enough time for the number one. There's a fist bump for the Gerke with getting the closing the year for Gerke, getting that win.
Unbelievable main event once again there. The boys pulling it off. Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha ride, Phil Nicoletti, the SX Tour champion, and your $100,000 winner. Look at it doing it, the money sign. The money sign right there. Wow, what a main event. Absolute pandemonium out there, Kyle. It's time for me to get down to the podium. Look after these boys. We got a lot to say and a lot to deal with, Kyle. We're going to tend it to the commercial. We'll be right back with our podium winners and the $100,000 paycheck. Right here, he's putting it on. Get a shot of that right there, Marty. The number one of Rockstar Energy, Phil Nicoletti, OTSF Yamaha. Come on in here, Philly. Come on right in here, buddy. Grab your goggles, grab your helmet, grab your bags, grab all the goodies that comes with becoming that champion here. Hugging it out. Come on right in here, Phil. Let's go get this over here, buddy. Come on right over here. People running everywhere. It's pandemonium when you win this kind of money. Phil, you did exactly what you needed to do tonight. A little bit of a lap issue for Cole Thompson right there, but I'll tell you what, you were there to pounce. You took a second. You're going to take the SX Tour Championship and the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown for the first year in Canada. What's going through your mind, my friend? I seen the cash money sign before you, man. You got to be elated, man. Congratulations.
No, I'm excited. My team really deserves it for bringing me up here and everything. So I'm just happy. The Rockstar Energy OTSFF Yamaha team, my mechanic Reese, Simsy, you guys are awesome. Andre, Miss Monique, you guys are a blessing to my life. So thank you for bringing me up, and I'm enjoying it. I actually really like Canada, so not so much you, Galdi, but you know, I'm just kidding. But I'm stoked. I'm happy. We did what we had to do. Obviously, I just had to get to the main event for the 100K, and then obviously the Supercross Championship was still on the line, but obviously that doesn't pay as good as 100K, so it's kind of a wash. But it's a bonus as well, so I'm happy. I'd like to thank FXR. They've been great to me all year. 60 helmets, Rockstar Energy. Yeah, it's pretty surreal. So my family, they've always been behind me, and yeah, we'll keep digging. I really wanted that outdoor championship this year, but one bad round still haunts me at night. So we'll come back next year stronger. I'm getting old, but I still feel fit. I still feel young in the heart, so we'll keep digging.
Congratulations, Phil Nicoletti. You are the 2019 Rockstar and Triple Crown champion. We'll let you go back up there, buddy, and take care of the business at hand up there. We're going to talk to all our other riders as well. The guys are just finished up. We'll talk to Matt Gerke right now. So there you have it. Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha ride, taking home $100,000 and becoming the first American to win the Triple Crown. So we're making history here once again in the Triple Crown Series. Come on in here, Matt Gerke. We're going to get the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillar Kawasaki ride. Matt Gerke going to win the final main event of 2019. Matt, not your favorite year, not the best year, but I'll tell you what, man, you came out swinging tonight and you made it happen. It's funny. It looks like you rebounded from that heat race loss and did some of the lines that Cade used on you.
Yeah, exactly. I learned from that heat race because these tracks, I don't like the way they're making them. They're not making them good for passing to where you have to use insides, but I mean, that's the way it is, so I learned. It's hard to ride it that way, but I learned from that heat and went out and did it in the main, made some good passes and won. My bike was working awesome, thanks to my whole team. Monster Energy, Alpine Stars, Kawasaki, Huber Motorsports. They've been working so hard to get this bike better, and it's good to go out on a win for sure.
Yeah, it's been that tough season right there, but how do you kind of come into that and put all that stuff aside and throw that true championship form? It's pretty cool to watch as a fan seeing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, nobody even knows how bad my year has been, not just on the bike. I've got 2 injuries, many DNFs, and then also got stuff stolen at my house. 3 people in my family died all within like a month. It's just been a crazy year. But, man, it actually feels really good to go out on a win to end it like that, for sure.
Well, we're very sorry to hear that stuff, but way to be a champion there, Matt. Congratulations on a great season, buddy. Monster Energy, Alpine Star, Pillar Kawasaki, taking the last main event here. Matt, we'll get you up top there. We're looking for Cole Thompson. Not too sure where he's at. I'm going to look for him. I'll see if I can find Cole. Right now, he's always scarce at this time of the year, but they're giving away the #1 plate out there. I guess we're going to wrap up this show. The Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series has come to a close here in 2019. Cole Thompson, our #1 last year, now handing over that plate to Rockstar Energy OTSF rider Phil Nicoletti, the first American. We're making history again. For everybody here at the Jetworks staff, the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series, our medics, our fans, our sponsors, our families, thank you so much for joining us here in 2019. It's only going to be better in 2020, and you know the 100K is coming back. Phil Nicoletti, we congratulate you. We hope you at home enjoyed our show. Get home safe for where you are. Enjoy the show. Thanks again for tuning in. It's time to celebrate. Time to shut the doors. We'll see you next year, everybody. Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series is out.
Thank you.